Friday Night Lights. It's the national sport of Texas, the premium grade blend of scholastic sports in America, Texas. High school football playoff style. Cedar Park at Buda Johnson. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to beautiful Buda, Texas, and Bob Shelton Stadium. Our first appearance here in 14 years. Where tonight the Timberwolves engage in their first-round road playoff game since 2008 against the Johnson Jaguars from Buda. You're listening live on the Vype Network. We've been broadcasting Cedar Park football to various name changes since 2008. This is our 174th game. I'm the so-called V of the T, Brad Cohn. I'll have the play-by-play tonight. Joining me with color and analysis, lifetime Timberwolf Josh Willard.
Lifetime Timberwolf, and we made the road trip down here. The Timberwolf caravan, it looks like the Timberwolf fans are starting to pour into the visiting stands, and everybody made it here safe. And oh my goodness, this is the best time of year, the Texas high school football playoffs. It's the best time of year, and our Cedar Park Timberwolves found their way to make it to their 14th straight playoff appearance. So excited to be in this in the playoffs.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. All right, and with additional commentary, technical production, and background harmony vocals, our chief engineer, Cecil Kokenauer.
Man, wonderful to be here tonight. Playoffs, second season. Josh, you were just talking about it. It has been since your freshman year since we didn't make playoffs. That's a huge run. I mean, come on, man. You're an old dude. We didn't make it to the playoffs for a long time, brother.
Yeah, I may have had my 10-year anniversary this year. I'm not
he hurt his back pushing 30. Yeah. Our quality assurance monitor tonight, Daniel Garrigan, listening in. Josh and I hosted the Athletic Trainers as our guests on Timberwolves Night in America Tuesday night from Santa Catarina. A lot of people showed up. We had a great visit with all the girls and their mentors, Stephanie Austin and David Bowman. Join Josh and me this coming Tuesday night, November 16th from 7:30 to 9, where our guests will be the defending state champion women's basketball team. We will have that show win or lose tonight.
Oh, and I'm so excited to get the women's basketball team on because they've been just absolutely tearing it up. Got to talk about that state championship run that they had last year. And actually my dad, as the Timberwolf community kind of knows, was a franchise owner of Krispy Kreme Donuts and recently got out of that business and started working at Hill Country Bible Church as the facilities manager. Actually works with G-Mall's dad.
Oh, yeah.
And so my dad has gotten kind of close with him, and
she's
so
a great player.
I'm really excited to go see her and take my daughter to go see a really good basketball team.
Lots of SEC schools are already trying to talk to her.
I mean,
she's only a junior.
Yeah, Coach Ott, I mean, we'll just go ahead and build the statue now.
Yeah. This will be the first game tonight between Cedar Park and Buda Johnson in any of the major sports, not just football. They were carved out of the side of Hayes High School, where we are playing tonight. Hayes and Johnson share Bob Shelton Stadium here. Our last visit here was in 2007, I should say it that way, the third year of head coach Chris Ross, when we spanked Hayes here in game 2 of that season, 35-7. The program is 3-2 here all time, all those games against Hayes. The Rebels used to have a pretty strong program. That was diluted somewhat when Hayes ISD built Johnson a few years ago. It's northwest of here, and it's siphoned off a lot of the Rebels' talent. Similar to the story of Cedar Ridge and Stony Point. One aspect of never having played them guys is that they don't have any reason to be afraid of the logo, the history, and the long-term power of the Cedar Park program. They've never seen it.
Well, we're in the playoffs now, so I decided to maybe, put away the Vype T-shirt, and I wore the Cedar Park polo tonight. And so when I came through the home stands, even though this program has never seen Cedar Park, even the lady that helped me get up the elevator with the code, I kind of mentioned that. I was like, hey, take it easy on this. We're the visiting team, and she said, hey, we know who you are. And so hearing that knows that the Johnson Jaguars are fully aware of the situation tonight and the opportunity they have to get the defending or I guess, what are we calling ourselves last year? Are we co-state champions? Or no, not co. It's
state finalists.
State final. There we go. The state finalists. So they know the opportunity to have a big name team at their home stadium in a first round playoff game, and it's scary to think that I don't think that they're gonna seize the opportunity and overlooking it. I feel like they've been progressing throughout their regular season and really looking forward to this opportunity.
Yeah, they're kind of like Cecil. One of the second or third or fourth Roman senators who are coming up to Caesar with a knife out, with him already having been stabbed a couple of times.
right.
Yeah, just wanted to just insult to injury. Man, this is a good test for the Cedar Park squad, though, man. I mean, which team's going to show up tonight? You know, we got a lot of things we got to accomplish tonight in order to pull off this victory. This is a tough squad, man. You know, we're going to have to tackle, we're going to have to cover, we're going to have to defend the run.
But I think that's the beautiful thing about it. Cedar Park has traditionally been so good for the past decade. We've been on top. We've had those first-round playoff games. Now we're getting a taste of that underdog feeling again.
Yep.
And that's kind of going back in a time machine to the almost pre-Ross era.
Yeah, maybe it'll help them build it back again.
A little character building here.
Yeah.
Cedar Park stumbling into the playoffs on the heels of 2 straight fourth-quarter collapses. The Timberwolves still had a hand on their 14th district title 2 weeks ago tonight when they were. That was 2 weeks ago tonight. They were driving deep in Weiss territory for what might well have been the winning score with 3 minutes left in the game, and the wheels fell off. They gave up the ball and gained little to no yardage the rest of the way while giving up 2 long touchdown plays, and Weiss wins going away. Then the exact same thing happened a week ago while playing for the 2 seed and the right to host a first-round playoff game as they fell by 18 to Manor. Tonight, 2 important streaks are in jeopardy. Cedar Park has not lost a first-round playoff game since 2009, 12 years ago. And the program has not lost 3 games in a row since 2008, 13 years ago.
And that's the crazy thing about this is the optimism inside of me doesn't even think about all the negativity that has got us to this point as a winner. You know, as someone that's come through this program and gotten on the other side, you have to go into every situation thinking that you're going to implement your game plan and win the ball game. And so for the Cedar Park team to crawl into the playoffs at 5-5 and barely get the 3rd seed because of a head-to-head win, I think it's going to build a lot of character for this Cedar Park team, and it's going to kind of put them in their place. And I mean, the season is 0-0 right now. It's win or go home. This is an opportunity to be a matchup nightmare, and we've seen that historically coming out of our district in the Austin area. That Pflugerville team that went on to win the state to go on to state championship against Katy back in the day in the early aughts. They were a 4 seed, I believe.
Yeah.
And so it's not unheard of for teams to barely make it into the playoffs, but figure it out at the right time, and hopefully Cedar Park has.
Gel and bloom at the right time, yeah. Cedar Park and Buda Johnson on the road tonight at Bob Shelton Stadium in Buda. And Cecil, what were you going to say there?
Oh, no. It's just a tag on to what Josh was saying, man. It's been an embarrassment of riches over the past decade over here,
We've really gotten spoiled.
There's an ebb and flow to all this. Everything is cyclical, man, and you're going to have we've been on a peak for so long. Maybe we're down a little valley right now, but the way Cedar Park is, I really don't think that'll last long. Like, sometimes you got to take a lump and then recover. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You know what? The sun's going to rise tomorrow, no matter what happens.
It is round 1 of the state playoffs. Cedar Park's 14th consecutive postseason trip. There's some of the spoilings that Cecil was talking about. Not too many schools are in their 14th straight postseason game tonight. We will be back in a moment. You're listening to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network.
And Toyota of Cedar Park engages the latest equipment and technology to ensure their Toyota certified technicians work quickly and efficiently on your cars, trucks, and SUVs. Using genuine OEM parts, of course, and from college graduates and military rebates to service agreements that keep your Toyota running smoothly, their finance team will provide you with all the information you need. They are excited to be your Toyota dealer here in Cedar Park. That's Toyota of Cedar Park at toyotaofcedarpark.com. Army Ant Moving calls Cedar Park home. They are Cedar Park movers that you can count on. Army Ant Moving stands above the rest. Their reputation speaks for itself. They received the Angie's List Super Service Award for the last 2 years. Their staff is professionally trained and certified, so you can be assured that your cherished household possessions are in good hands, whether you're leaving, arriving, or just relocating to the Cedar Park area. Call them today for a fast, free, and competitive moving quote at 800-497-5828.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to the pregame show here on the Vype Live Network. Once again, this year's sponsors, Toyota of Cedar Park, HEB, Rudy's Barbecue, Army Ant Moving, Mungia Real Estate, Wofford Bank, our touchdown sponsor, TJ Lewis Real Estate, Alzer's Barbecue, and Santa Catarina Mexican Restaurant. As you may have noticed, no video tonight. Kind of a UIL extortion fee required for video in the playoffs. We didn't want to pay $1,000 a game extra. So only audio tonight, just like radio. Makes Cecil and Josh's job a lot easier. But you can't see anything, so we're sorry for that. The captains are out there in the middle of the field now with a coin toss. And we'll let you know who, there goes the throw of the coin. It's talking to us, so we must have won. And I don't know if you heard that. It's the referee saying we won the toss and we defer. That's what we usually do. Cedar Park playing tonight to avoid a losing season for the first time since 2003, 18 years ago. Only the handful of seniors that have already turned 18 even existed yet the last time Cedar Park had a losing season. We already have the ignominy of a losing season at home. We went 2-3 at the Gup. And that was the first losing season at home since 2005. And Josh Johnson has a major weapon that the Black Rain will have to defuse to get it done.
Well, and that's going to be their junior quarterback, Jason Medina, 6 foot, 185 pounds, who is the Buddy Holly of their band. He is, in fact, their whole offense. He completes 68% of his throws for an average of 16.3 yards per attempt. Are you kidding me? And he's got 26 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions, so definitely doing a good job of taking care of the rock. We'll pause now for the national anthem. If that doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. We're getting ready to get set here in the first round of the Texas 5A-1 playoffs. But again, we're talking about Jesse Medina, the 6 foot 185 quarterback who's doing it all through the air, 68% completion percentage, 26 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and he's also, though, Brad, their leading rusher with an average of 4.5 yards a carry, more than 11 touchdowns. He accounts for 79% of the Jaguars' total offense. Stopping Medina is definitely going to be the key to this game.
And a little hidden plus for us is that although Johnson's 9-1, their non-district schedule consisted of 3 2-8 5A D2 teams. The Jags were in a weak district, with Dripping Springs being the only good team in the league, and Johnson lost to them 52-7 and trailed 21-0 at the end of the first quarter. Tigers were the only team Johnson played that was more than one game over 500, and they got slaughtered by them. In fact, our Timberwolves, with the Jags schedule, would likewise be 9-1. This is a winnable game. Current weather for Buda, Texas, 63 degrees, dropping in the low 50s by game's end, 46% humidity, wind from the north, that's the right behind the Timberwolves, kicking off right to left at 9 miles an hour. Are you ready for some football?
And we get the Black Rain to start this game, and that's what we're going to need. This 5-5 Timberwolf team has been battle-tested throughout the entire season. We're going to see exactly which Cedar Park team stepped off the bus on the first possession.
There's the kick from the Norwegian Nightmare down at the 10 on the right seam, and he's running up that seam, the hash marks, and he'll get to about the 20. The 30. So a 20-yard return for whoever that was. 1st and 10, Johnson Jaguar.
A great job by the offensive guy on our roster, number 88, Jackson Brock, listed as a junior tight end. Did a great job riding his block into the tackle. Didn't, get phased by the contact. Did a great job running his lane and wrapping up for a great tackle.
So Medina brings his Chargers to the line. He's got 3 receivers to the left and 1 not too far off to the right. Nobody in the backfield.
That was a false start.
Yep, there's a flag. Josh caught it.
And it's crazy. That's been, the kind of the kryptonite for a lot of opposing offenses against the Cedar Park Black Rain is we've done this defensive line shift coming back to that Ross era and haven't really had any success this year with
haven't done it a lot this year, yeah.
And having success on first down. Gotta love that.
So 1st and 15 now, back at the 25, right hash. Same formation, trips to the left, a single right, nobody in the backfield with Jesse Medina. Takes the snap. It's just going to be a quarterback run to the left side. He tries to get around the corner. He's going to get back those 5 yards to the 30. 2nd and 10.
Great job by number 46, Christian Cockrell, the outside linebacker who's really come alive in this linebacking unit at the end of the season and did a great job doing that outside contain, but then crashing down hard when the quarterback, Medina, decided to cut upfield.
This time there is a running back in the backfield with Medina. He gives to him, no fakes it, and he's trying to run right back up the middle. Nothing there. A couple of guys with him. McAnally, one of them.
Reed Vines, number 42 there. Again, these outside linebackers for Cedar Park in the 3-4 defense are going to have their work cut out for them. With 79% of the offense going through Medina at quarterback, so doing the read option, he tried to keep it right there, but Reed Vines staying at home and outside contain. Great job. Got him in an early 3rd down.
Devin Blackwell, sophomore running back in the backfield with him at 3rd down and about 8. He's got 100% of their offense right now, all 7 yards. Back to throw. Over the middle, hits his tight end, but he's wrapped up right away after a short gain of only about 5 yards out to the 38. Make that 6. It'll be 4th and 2. What will they do?
That was some good pressure right there by the front 7, but a great job by Luke Kaharski, the safety, coming up and making a physical play right before the sticks. Offense staying
Looks
on
like
the field.
they're going for it. They need 2. They feel pretty confident that they can get it.
Oop, maybe a quick kick formation.
Could be. Looks like a quick kick. Didn't check to see if Medina's their punter. He's going to quarterback draw it right into the line, and it's very close. It's right at the 40, and that's where the first down marker is. Let's see where they put the ball.
Man, you got to give it to Hayes.
It's a nice 4th down play.
Got to give it to Johnson, right out of the gate. That was a lot of creativity in that formation.
And he got just what he needed for the first.
The way that they sprinted out those linemen out into the, to the numbers, that created a lot of confusion at that linebacker position.
Yeah, you and I both thought it looked like a quick kick formation, and basically just cleared everybody out in the middle, and he just ran for the yardage he needed. So 1st and 10 now from the 40. Back to throw, Medina. Over the middle again, a tall one again to his tight end. Again, not much on the play, just 4 yards to the 44. It'll be 2nd and 6. The receiver was Rich Kelly.
God bless any of the receivers that catch anything over the middle, and right there did a great job catching it in traffic, but got kind of held up, and that gave an opportunity for Big Murr to
Big
over
Murr
there and lay a nice stick.
2nd down 6. A little over 6. They didn't quite get 4 yards on that one. They're just shy of the 44. 2 receivers either side. Got one guy, an extra guy on the right side. Now a man in motion. Looks downfield. Good protection. He throws to the sideline complete. He'll take it inside the 40 to the 39. That is a gain of 17 and a first down.
That was just a great job of Medina going through his progression. It looked like it was almost going to be a coverage sack, or Medina was going to maybe bail out of the pocket and run, but he found a receiver right on the sideline, and Putney being up in that cover 3, he was just up in the flats. It was a great find.
The snap to Medina. Throw out to the flat, and he was instantly tackled. A 3-yard loss.
George Wheeler.
George Wheeler. Good for George.
Great job, and that was a screen setup, so that means the cornerback had to fight through a block to get to the contact. So George Wheeler making a very physical play to start the Johnson Jaguars behind the line here on second down.
Looks like something they discovered in film. They were really waiting for that one. 3 receivers to the left side, one of them a tight end, man in the backfield, 2 receivers to the right. Gives the guy on a jet sweep. They're going to flip it back, coming the other way. Good penetration. He gets around him, though, and turns the corner. Gets all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of about 8.
That was a great job by the quarterback. Actually, Medina choosing to block right there, and he laid a key block to help his receiver get around and turn the corner right there. Even though it looked like a big gash, we still got him at a 3rd and medium. Keep everything in front and play physical. We got to stop him. So far, Jaguars 0 for 1 on 3rd down.
That ball carrier, Quincy Irvin. So here comes 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Now moving right. And they got him. The whole defensive line was there, Josh. Big loss on the play. Back to the 47. That is 12 yards.
Ian Ferguson and Murray Robinson just combined on that, just collapse in the pocket there. Quarterback had nowhere to go, forcing a big punt situation here for the Jaguars.
And that's something that's been down in numbers this season other than last from the Black Rain is the sack total.
Right.
Even though we've got a lot of leadership and a lot of seniors at that defensive line, we haven't gotten home to the quarterback as much this year. You know that felt good for the Trench Dogs.
It did. Now they are definitely back in punt formation. The punter will strike the ball probably at about the 43 or so, maybe the 44, their own. Decent rush. He gets it away. It's not a good punt. Not a good punt, but it does take their roll. In the air, it only went about 10 yards. Altogether, about 22 yards.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was, but that punt was almost blocked, and that punter had to adjust what he was doing so it didn't get blocked. That's why it resulted in such a short kick.
And our Black Rain did a great job on the opening possession. They gave up that first 4th down conversion, and you're thinking, oh no, is this a Maynard sighting or anything like that? But the Black Rain held tough when the field got short, came up with a big play up front. Now let's capitalize with the offense.
Jags chewed up 5 minutes of the first quarter, 6:12 left in the opening frame. And here's Pell and company movers. Play action fake, throws complete to Grant Nichols on the right side, outside the 30 to the 31. Gain of 6 to Nichols.
I love that. Grant Nichols taking the pressure to the defender, lowering his shoulder pads and really delivering the hit.
2nd and 4. Tempo offense, 2 receivers to either side. Adams in the backfield, fakes to him, slant to the left side of Well. He catches it, tiptoes himself forward 6 yards to the 37 for the first down.
And Pell has been so accurate on those wide receiver tunnel screens. He's throwing it in stride where they can turn the corner and already avoid contact.
Already back to the play. Adams up the middle. He almost busted it. He's going to get about, 6 yards. Every play has been good for 6. Out to the 43, second down.
Going back to that Grant Nichols first reception, and it's almost felt like Grant Nichols is showing early signs of Brock Johnson just being a reliable
Brock
target.
Johnsonism. 2nd and 4. Quickly. The snap. Pell running right side. Good penetration. They got him in the backfield. Loss of 4 back to the 39. 3rd down and about 8.
And that was a huge opportunity missed by the offense because we had a 2nd and short by the great run by Kevin Adams. And I don't know if maybe that wasn't the right read because everyone stayed at home for the Jags. We've got to capitalize right here.
Here we go. 3rd and 8 from our own 39. Right hash. Moving right to left. Wearing black pants and white jerseys. Jags in all black. Play action fake. Throws to the right side. Complete. But does he get the first down? He is out of bounds right at about the 47. Right where it is.
And
that's got to be a first down. Yeah, they're moving him.
Good job.
And shout out to Joseph Edwards' parents. Saw them coming into the stadium today at the gas station while I fueled up, and I told them we got to get Joseph Edwards involved.
Yep. Absolutely. Got to get everybody involved. Second first down of the game from the 47. Adams through the right side, gets through a couple of tackles, puts his shoulders down, puts his head down, still driving those legs. They can't get him down. He gains 6 again. Out to across midfield to their 47.
What a run there. Did you see him just tiptoeing through the line there and then finally put his foot in the ground and delivering the blow to the defender?
Adams play action fake throw, right side, complete in the flat. Going to get maybe only a yard, and that was Edwards.
And yeah, not much going right there. That one, I hyped up Josh Pell so much of throwing that one on target and in front of that receiver. That one a little bit behind, so Edwards having to retreat a little bit, setting us up still with 3rd and short.
Call it 3rd and about 3. Throws incomplete to Adams in the left flat. Had a blocker in front of him that already taken a guy down. Probably gets the first down with a catch. 4th and 3.
Yeah, that was a big opportunity missed, and I feel like Kevin Adams kind of just left one arm out there, maybe not really going for it. I thought he could have made a little bit better effort to go get that football because Houston Molinaro laid down the wood on the outside, planting his defender. So you would have thought Kevin Adams could make a man miss and get the first. But the punting unit coming on. I feel like we're in Johnson territory. Let's go for it.
4th and 3 from their 46 right hash. We have not faked a punt all year. Look at them. They all turned and ran, but we kicked it. Comes down. Oh! It hits it outside the 10. Takes a hard, quick bounce into the end zone.
I think they thought that ball was gonna trickle out of bounds there, so let it go. Then it took that hard bounce. You never know where that funny-shaped ball is going to bounce, man.
47.
Right. I mean, Brad, that's just been something that's so, beneficial in our special teams unit for the past, 8 years. We've been able to have that chemistry with our punter, and now that we got a sophomore in the pipeline, what are we doing? We got to get him in that mindset.
That's right, train him. They all turned and bailed. He would have had the first down. He just needed 3 yards. So 1st and 10, Jaguars from their 20. Give to the running back left side. He'll have 5, maybe 6 to the 26. See if I can get the number of that guy.
22.
22. That's the guy that was in the backfield earlier in the game, Devin Blackwell.
Back up to the line.
Quick snap. You to Blackwell again. This time they corral him at the line. He makes it out for maybe just a yard.
And it's interesting, the last possession, for the Jags, they were going empty formation, sending people in motion. The first 2 plays out of the gate, they went tight formation with runs to the right side. So maybe trying to establish the run game to soften up this Black Rain defense, but
3rd and 3. Cedar Park needs a stop. Get the ball back quickly.
Let's get home.
2 receivers either side. High snap. Quarterback Medina running to this side, and it's stopped behind the line. Looks like, who do we guess? Ian Ferguson. Also there on the play was Jake McAnally.
And it was all set up because of the high snap causing Medina to kind of not focus on where his trajectory was going because Ian Ferguson blew his guy up into him.
He did. He also had pressure coming off the opposite side from Cockrell, squeezing that whole thing to the other side.
How you like this team?
Loss of I'm liking it so far. Loss of a yard on that play. 4th and 5. The punt will come from the line of scrimmage to the 25. They're on the right hash. We do have a guy back. Doesn't matter. We've only had 5 punt returns all year.
Oh, my gosh.
10, 20, 30, 45-yard punt back to our 30, and we got a punt return. The 6th of the year. Is that Molinaro?
It is.
What a nice return. He gets about 18 yards on that one.
Yeah, the curse of having great hang time, what that beautiful punt was from the Jags, it gives an opportunity for the return specialist to make a move and get some blockers out in front. Houston Molinaro actually pushing a blocker to make a block, so I love that from our return specialist, just hitting it and going, not hesitating.
1st and 10 Cedar Park from their own 48 on the right hash. 3:01 left in the first quarter. No score. Offensive numbers just about dead even. Each team's got a couple of first downs and maybe 30 yards. Give to Adams up the middle. Adams finding holes that don't even look like they're there. He gets across midfield to their 47. It's a gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
Looks like Kevin Adams took the back roads like I did up here. I don't know how he got 5 on that.
Quickly. Fumbles the ball, but it looks like he fell on it himself.
I'm going to call that an incomplete pass because it was forward.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what the nature of the play is.
I was looking at another place when that happened. I just saw the ball on the ground.
That's super scary, man. Definitely miscommunication there. Somebody did the wrong thing.
That's why you run that play, so you can get a free fumble and not lose the ball.
Wow.
So, quickly, 3rd and 5 for Cedar Park. No yards gained or lost on that play. 47-yard line.
Johnson with a down lineman.
Snap to Pell. He's going to run right up through the middle. Has he got enough for first down?
Absolutely.
He does. To the 42, that's where they need it.
A great job by number 7. Put it on his back. That's how you win the freaking locker room right there, is blowing through a defender to get that tough earned first to extend the drive.
Absolutely. I love that wrinkle in the offense now. A lot more Pell running.
In fact, they're going to give him 6 on that one. 1st and 10 at the 41. Play action fake. Back to throw. Goes over.
Oh, that's PI. That's PI. He got there so early.
It was intended for well, but man, 1 or 2 guys hit him early. No flag.
Well, a great job by the sophomore on that route run, and he was so precise with his cuts. He got his defender on his back hip. I thought the defender came through him for the ball.
2nd down, 10. There's the inside shovel coming around. It's Mullen out, and he has fumbled the ball.
Hayes got it.
Johnson's covered it at the 30.
I mean, that couldn't have been set up any better. They did a great job with that pulling guard and tackle, and they had a lot of space. Houston Molinaro made a great cut to get north and south to get. I mean, that was an easy first down right there, but, I mean, it was evident. He took 3 steps without the football. That was a great strip by the Johnson Jacks defense, and, wow, quickly momentum back to the home side.
One thing we said that has to happen for us to win is no turnovers. There is one. So the Jags to the offensive end of the game now at their 30 right hash, 2:23 left in the first, no score. Or to the purists who hate saying no score, yeah, there's a score. It's 0-0. Back to throw. Medina throws out of the flat left side, complete. Not much there, just a gain of 2 to his running back.
My man George Wheeler, though, holding it down on the corner outside, did a great job of an open field tackle for a minimal gain that looked like it could have been sprung for a first.
2nd down and 7, a gain of 3 on that one. Back to throw, rolling right, chasing. He's going to throw along the sideline, incomplete, and it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, shout out to the secondary right there. The Ball Hawks did a great job of covering up everybody, and then that pressure from that defensive line on that designed rollout did a great job of just rushing that progression and making an off-target throw. The Black Rain now forcing them into their 4th 3rd down of the night. They haven't converted 1.
On that last possession, Cedar Park, Pell had his first incompletion of the night. That was Medina's first. 3rd and 7. Trips to the right, and they're looking at the sideline to change the play.
Yeah, they see that pressure coming off the right, off the left side. They want to change something there.
Running to the right side. Hit hard, and he is down at the 36, a gain of about 3, not enough.
And that was the senior, number 31, Jake McAnally, an open field tackle that was just textbook. You could see Medina's eyes get as wide as a deer from up here in the press box with the lane that he had.
Yeah.
But Jake McAnally's ability to close and get that open field tackle short. Great job, Black Rain now. Peter Johnson 0 for 4 on 3rd down.
Shut it down. 4th down now. It's punting.
Called McAnally's name several times already, and that one was a necessary tackle. He had 30 more yards if Jake doesn't make that grab. Punt comes from the 36-yard line. Gets it away. 10, 20, 30, 5, 6, 7, 8. 38 yards down at the 26.
What more can you ask for from the Black Rain? 3 possessions now for the Jags, all ending in a punt. I mean, just giving the offense opportunities, and we're seeing the offense take advantage and make big plays happen. We just got to put a complete drive together.
Only a minute left in this first quarter.
It's been a quick first quarter, not a lot of penalties, not a lot of incomplete passes, people going out of bounds, the things that stop clocks. We're only at 7:20 on a 7 o'clock start.
Wow, that's really fast.
Here are the Timberwolves. Adams in the backfield. Back to throw is Pell. Throws up
wide
the
open.
Sideline. Has a man. He overthrows him. Oh, I think that was Nichols. Let me get that number.
Edwards.
Is that Edwards? He was wide open for a long touchdown play. It would have been 74 yards.
I mean, watch the film back on that one. The Jags defense, that was the most blown coverage you could ever seen. And Joseph Edwards screaming down the sideline. That's a huge missed opportunity. 9-mile-an-hour
wind behind him, and it may have made a difference on that play. 2nd and 10 from the 26. Play action fake. Throws. Button hook to the left side is complete to Weapon X for 8. Give him 7, rather, to the 33.
And, yeah, with that move that he made to try to go back inside, made him lose some yards right there. You always got to try to turn outside when you're catching outside the hash marks.
Here we go with 3rd and 4 from the 32, left hash. 29 seconds in the first. Pell is going to quarterback draw it himself, running left side. He's going heading down the sideline. Can he get behind that guy? Gets to the 40, a big run by Pell, 23 yards and a first down.
I got real nervous with this left side of the line. I thought there was going to be a hold called on Jackson Harvey, but did a great job staying inside the frame, inside the shoulder width. And Josh Pell, his ability to see the lane with running the ball is incredible.
They owed us one from that non-PI on the last possession. Over the middle of Cody, but it's knocked down by their defensive back, Dax Castro.
Yeah, he was able to just get a paw out there and knock that thing down, but that was a bullet zipped over to number 1, Cody Marshall. And, man, I'll tell you what, if that would have connected, he was gone to the house.
He was gone.
Was Pell channeling some mentorship from Ryder.
2nd and 10. From there, 40. Give to Adams. Right side, not much there. Maybe he gets 2 yards to 38.
Yeah, not much going right there up front. Johnson Jaguars defense did a great job of standing up the Cedar Park offensive line, and it looks like that is going to be the end of the first quarter. My, oh my, that flew.
All right, end of the first quarter. Johnson, nothing. Cedar Park, nothing. We'll be right back.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back, Cedar Park Football, Vype Live Network. Brad Cohn here with Josh Willard, Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Garrigan, our QA. We are beginning the second quarter. No score, Cedar Park on the march, but a 3rd and 8 at the 38 of the Jaguars. 3 receivers now, 4 to the right. Pell back to throw. He's going to run. Got a little bit of a hole up the middle. He dances and gets through the first down. Pell's going to get 11 yards to the 27, first down.
And that was very Brian Hogan-esque. My QB1 from 10 years ago, we got an injured player down. That is a Jags player down on the field. But Josh Pell, that was an unbelievable defensive pressure by the Jags on the outside of the pocket. They made Pell immediately step up into the pocket, and he put not 1, not 2, but 3 moves to get that first down.
Great run. While we're doing this, waiting for the injury to settle out, we'll give you the first quarter stats plus 1 play. Cedar Park 5 first downs, Johnson 2. Running for us, 9 for 60, a 6.67 average. Johnson, 9 for 13, 1.44 through the air. We're 5 of 9 for 28. They are 5 of 6 for 27. Total offense, 88-40 in favor of the Timberwolves.
And it feels like that. The Black Rain has done a great job on when they're on the field, and in the offense, we're moving the ball. We just got to not hold on to the ball.
Pell gives to Adams, trying to find something inside, goes left, nothing there.
There's a flag out there.
Never a good sign as that was thrown at the line, but maybe that could have been a horse collar or a face mask because that was a pretty big gang tackle up on Kevin Adams.
Let's see what we got. There's no gain on the play, still at the 28, but let's settle out the penalty.
I thought I saw the referee on the Cedar Park sideline motioning horse collar, but...
Well, that would give us some yards.
We'll take any gift from the football gods in the playoffs.
See what he says here. I think the mic's working.
Yeah, baby.
And again, Cedar Park on that last third down conversion by Pell on the scramble. Cedar Park now 4 for 4 on third downs.
So a first down for Cedar Park for free. It's their 6th. And it's a 1st and 10 around the 11 and a half yard line. Left hash, 2 receivers right, 1 left. A tight end on the line. They give to Adams up the middle to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Kevin Adams with a man's run. Tyree Nicholson with a man's run. Good to see that out of Tyree.
Oh, my goodness. Tyree Nicholson just absolutely taking every advantage of his first opportunity on the field and just plows through Jaguars defenders. He should have been down dead in the rights at the 5-yard line, but not in the playoffs, not for this Cedar Park team that's trying to make a statement all the way to state. Great job by the Cedar Park offense.
Lining up in the standard extra point kick formation. Cody Marshall holding it at the 10 for Raylan Barr.
That should have been a false start. That motion, I don't think they got back. That should have been an offsides on them.
Let's see what they call it. I could see them calling it either way here. Barr probably not going to miss from 25 on the extra point.
And I'm not joking. We have the opportunity to do Timberwolf Night in America. We had the special teams unit. Raylan Barr has never played football until this year.
Offsides, is that going to change anything? Anything about 2? I wouldn't, actually, because we haven't been that successful at it this year. I'd go ahead and get that sure point up there.
I guess that's just me being in a video game era. Always trying to live in the fantasy world of where there's no consequences. But again, Raylan Barr, when we had him on at Timberwolf Night in America, and he said that he was a soccer star and hung out with Justin Bohr on the team last year, and he was like, hey, you should come try kicking. Yeah. Can you imagine just trying kicking and being a starter on a 5A Texas high school football team?
I think he's 6 for 7 on field goals, and he's not missed an extra point that he got away. There are 3 misses that always had snap troubles.
Right.
They weren't a bad kick.
Let's get a clean one here.
I shouldn't have said anything. He's going to miss this. Holding it now from the 9.
Oh, that brush almost
kick is up, and it's good. 11:28 before halftime. Cedar Park strikes first, and they lead Johnson 7-0. We'll be right back after this.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages. With creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
And welcome back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here along with Brad Cohn, Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Kerrigan is our QA tonight. And with 11:28 to go in the first half, Tyree Nicholson gets the score from 11 yards out to get our Timberwolves on top 7-0 here in the first round of the 5A D1 playoffs.
And here's the kick coming down at about the 10, catching it on the run, right side, headed back for the middle and upended at about the 22. What a nice play by Isaiah King, a starting linebacker on the special team.
Again, that was another member of that special teams unit that was present during Timberwolf Night in America, and Isaiah King has come on here at the end of the regular season and owning his opportunity on the special teams. Did a great job running his lane as that return man tried to reverse it field and did a great job with that open field tackle.
Isaiah was listed as a running back on the first roster came out this year, but he's moved over to the black rein, played well at linebacker. The snap, give to the running back, tracked down in the backfield, but he gets away with a stiff arm. He's not going to get a lot trying to come left side. They give him 3 to the 24, second down.
He's not going to get charged with a lot of yards because number 46, Christian Cockrell, did his job at outside linebacker, fighting through his block, making that running back take an arcing trajectory where he lost yards, and Michael Putney with that closing speed.
A nice Jaguar logo on the right side of their helmet and a bronze-colored number on the left with a bronze stripe down the middle. Otherwise, all black uniform with bronze trim. The inappropriately named Johnson Jaguars. Back to throw. The new quarterback is going deep, has a man wide open, hits him at R35, and he's going to trot in to the end zone. That was Medina hitting, what was his number? 13. Caden Windsor. I was wrong about the new quarterback.
My, oh my, I love the game of football and how quickly it can turn, and especially for a home team in the playoffs. They took advantage of a blown coverage right there, and they connected on the big-time touchdown to get them right back in this thing.
And what did we say we couldn't do?
The big one.
Big plays. Guess what?
That was pretty big.
That was pretty big.
Hey, as long as it's not like Manor where we get 4 of those
by
one person.
Right. They had 43 yards of offense before that 76-yard pass, and we almost blocked the extra point.
When their putty was coming in flying, and almost got a hand on it.
11:09 left before halftime, and the Jags answered 7-7. We'll be right back.
Trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Welcome back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. Josh Willard here along with Brad Cohn, Cecil Kokenauer, and Daniel Kerrigan, our QA, and the Johnson Jaguars immediately strike back from Medina to number 13, Windsor, for the big touchdown to tie us up here, 7-7, 11:09 to go here in the first half.
Short kickoff, avoiding our deep receivers, and it's caught at the 28. Short return for 4 yards by Carter Well to the 32.
And we'll take the pooch kick any day. Even though we're not getting it to our speedsters, we're still getting great field position.
So 1st and 10, Cedar Park.
We got to give some shout-outs, too. Shout-out to Pops, listening at home in Cedar Park, making sure that we sound great. And Paul Beeman holding it down in New Braunfels.
Josh Pell brings them to the line. 1st and 10, Cedar Park at their 32. Left hash. One receiver to the left, couple to the right. Adams in the backfield. No, actually, it's Nicholson. They give it to him. He runs to the right side, out to the 37-yard line. A bigger gain than it looked like of 4 yards.
A great job by Pell riding that mesh until the last second. I thought he pulled that. He fooled me, but Tyree Nicholson, that was like a bull getting let out of a cage with the football.
Same formation. Nicholson goes in motion left side now. Pell looking at him now, looking downfield. Now looking to run, and he'll slide down after a short gain to the 38 of only 2 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
We're ball security focused, especially in the playoffs now. You got to love that from Pell, not trying to force anything, stepping up. I'd love to see another move to try to get the first, but wise to keep your body safe.
Same formation. Pell back to throw. Looking up the right sideline. Throws to Edwards, but out of bounds. Against the wind that time, and he takes him about 2 steps out of bounds, incomplete.
So that's now his 3rd pass down the sideline that sailed out of bounds. We've got to get on target and give our receivers a chance.
Pell started out great, 4 for his first 4 for 21 yards. Since then, 1 of 6 for 7 yards. We've seen that pattern all through the season.
And we've relied on the Black Rain, and we haven't had as much help from them. And so far, other than that last possession, they're holding their end of the deal. So we've got to put complete drives together.
Second punt for Connor Schutte. First one went 47. Line of scrimmage at 38. There it goes.
Beautiful.
10, 20, 30, 1 yards to the 31-yard line. Fair caught there by the Jags. As I said a moment ago, the inappropriately named Johnson Jaguars, LBJ Johnson High School, has been the Jaguars since 1973, just a few miles up the road. And then, a year after this school was built, San Antonio's Northwest ISD built a high school named after Lady Bird Johnson, also
LBJ.
And they were also the Jaguars. So we got 3 Johnson Jaguars within about 75 miles of each other. Somebody's not paying enough attention. Back to throw. Medina throws up the left sideline, and this will be out of bounds.
PIs all over the place.
That was.
Well, I don't know how you can commit a pass interference penalty when they're both running along out of bounds.
Yeah, that receiver was already out of bounds 5 yards into the route. Wheeler did a great job of putting physical pressure at the line of scrimmage and running his trajectory off, and he tried to restack him, but Wheeler just did a great job staying right on his hip. I see that contact going both ways.
Yeah, never should be called when they're both running out of bounds. That's a no play.
And I mean, your receiver's running down the sideline with his arm extended too. I don't see that.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
But it's going to move the ball for them out to their 46-yard line. Suddenly, great field position. 10:01 left before halftime in this 7-7 game. 1st and 10 for Johnson.
We haven't called number 44, Brendan Payne, enough. We need to get some more pressure on that defensive line. We need Brendan Payne to get home.
Bring him Payne. One man in motion now, 4 receivers right. Back to throw is Medina. He steps up. He's going to run, and he's grabbed from behind, but they let him go. Payne would have had a sack instead of a 4-yard gain.
It was a great job, though, by that front 7, and then Jake McAnally on a little delayed blitz got that center offset, so that made Medina step up and think that he had a running lane, but Brendan Payne, that closing speed was real.
Josh called for Payne with a play. He made a play. So 2nd and 6 from midfield on the left hash.
They went so tight. I mean, they went empty, now they went tight, now they're back to that empty formation and spreading it out.
Give to the running back right up the middle. He won't have much. You can give him a couple. That was once again Devin Blackwell. And the stop was Jackson Fortney.
Haven't called his name a lot tonight, but Jackson Fortney doing a good job holding down the middle on the other side of McAnally, and great job with the open field tackle, setting us up with another 3rd down. So far, they're 0 for 4 on 3rd.
This is huge. It's 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Complete. Can he get to the 1st down?
Short.
Mark it right. He's short by a yard. It was Kelly, the guy with the catch, and I'm trying to figure out who made the defensive play. I think it might have been 20 for us, which is Fortney again.
It was either Fortney or Kaharski. I couldn't get the number on that one as well, but a great job. I mean, as an open field tackle, and the receiver on that looked like, I mean, was that a tight end or a receiver?
Yeah, tight end.
I mean, that was a big old guy, and I thought he would have had enough muscle to get that first.
His 3rd catch of the night, actually. 4th and a little less than the yards. Let's be careful here. Looks like the offense.
Don't try to guess. You got to stay at home.
They like their chances.
Don't fall in the hard count.
I like this
timeout.
Yeah. I like this timeout.
Coach calls a timeout to think about what we might see here on 4th, and it's about 2 feet, not really a yard.
It's just our first one of the night, too, so we're still holding on to 2 timeouts. And again, shop Academy in-store or online at academy.com, and you can find the hottest sports gear and casual styles from Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, Vans, and more. Academy makes shopping convenient with curbside and in-store delivery pickup for online orders.
And we were remiss after our touchdown. We're so excited about it to take the lead. We forgot to talk about our touchdown sponsor, TJ Lewis Realty, who sponsored all of our touchdowns this season.
And interesting now, I mean, this is going to be 4th and 1 inside Cedar Park's territory. They've converted 1 4th down so far tonight on that opening possession. Cedar Park's Black Rain has just done an exceptional job of wrapping up Medina, containing him, not letting him get outside.
He needs 2 feet. 4th down just inside, a football length inside the 45. They need the 44. Medina into the line. He'll have the 1st down,
carrier,
but not much else. Yeah, it was a wildcat play by 14, who was Rich Kelly, their tight end. He got 2. They needed a little less than 1.
Well, if you're a defensive coach and anybody on the Cedar Park sideline, put that in the mental bank right there. I mean, they weren't disguising anything right there. It was a wildcat formation. That running back was actually cheated up in front of the quarterback about a yard and a half, so there was no ability to even fake a read option or anything like that. If they're going to go that tight formation, I'm selling out in the box next time.
Yeah, that was just a pure muscle play. No finesse at all. Trips to the right on 1st and 10. Medina now the only man in the backfield. Man comes in motion left to right, so 4 over there, back to throw. Looking over the middle. Into double coverage and batted away.
Oh my
Down at about the 15-yard line. That was George Wheeler.
George Wheeler's having himself a ball game tonight, and right there did a great job as the cornerback in coverage. He had safety help, but Wheeler climbing the ladder to go deflect that pass to where he doesn't even give the receiver a chance. I love that.
Arm motion looked like a volleyball kill. It was a good one. So again, this time 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Nobody in the backfield with Medina. It is 2nd and 10 from the 43.
7th play of the drive so far for the Jags.
The snap, back to throw. Running left now, looking, throwing back deep left side. Flag is down, incomplete around the 10, intended for Aiden Rodriguez. Several Timberwolves near the ball.
And Aiden Rodriguez took a shot. There was a Cedar Park defender going for the interception, and they both kind of just ran into each other. I know that one hurt.
Right in the hip.
There is a flag down back at the line of scrimmage, and they're saying that's on the defense.
Hands to the face?
Oh, this isn't the NFL. Okay,
there we go. We'll take that instead.
Okay.
4th penalty.
I started believing
on Johnson.
The Johnson Jags players. They were doing the Patrick Mahomes, where as soon as they get the call, they just start pointing.
It's on them. That's not us. We would never do that.
4 penalties on them now for 32 yards.
I mean, that's a huge one, though. That gets us back into Cedar Park territory. I mean, I'm bringing pressure. I'm not letting him even go through that progression if he's dropping back.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 20.
2nd
and 20, yeah.
Yeah, the scoreboard.
You're right.
Scoreboard guy screwed you on that one.
Yeah, that's happened to us a few times. Back to throw Medina.
Oh, look at the pressure.
Breaks down, running right. Chased by some guys. Throws to the right sideline.
Out of bounds.
Caught by his receiver, but out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 20.
Again, that was Brendan Payne and Murray Robinson doing a great job of just pushing upfield from that defensive end position and beating their man over the top, and Medina having to bail out of the pocket. I mean, he's having great statistics, 68% completion percentage through the regular season, but I don't think he's faced a black rain pass rush like this.
Both quarterbacks started out on completion runs, both not so good lately. 0 for his last 3, and 1 for his last 4 for 3 yards since the touchdown throw for Medina. 3rd and 20 from their 48. They need our 32. Man in motion left to right. They give to him. It's another flip back into the backfield to come back around. Seen this play before. It got a little bit. It needed more than it ended up getting. It got about 10 to the 42-yard line, and that running back, or the guy with the ball, was Ethan McAllister, just like the last time.
And again, getting the credit with that stop is George Wheeler, the backside corner. And when he saw that motion, he was communicating with Reed Vines like, hey, I've got this outside guy. And George Wheeler stayed at home. He had the quarterback as a lead blocker and fought for that outside contain, forcing the ball carrier upfield to where McAnally wrapped him up for the easy tackle.
Here's another big 3rd down for the Black Rain.
4th,
excuse me, yes, sorry. And it's a quick kick. It's going to probably go into the end zone. It does. Quarterback out-kicked his coverage.
Well, great job by the Black Rain. That possession started from their own 31-yard line. It went 10 plays. They held them on 2 3rd downs, so now they're still 0 for 6 on 3rd downs. They did convert that 4th down to extend the drive.
And those 10 plays only got them 29 net yards.
Yeah, great job by the Black Rain. They're playing great football tonight.
So back on offense again. We've got 105 yards on 22 plays. Pell and company at the 20. Left hash. 2 receivers to either side. Now 3 to the right with Adams in motion there. They'll throw to Adams right side. Stops. Gets only about maybe 4 yards. I think they're going to only give him 3.
A great job, though. He had 4 defenders right as soon as he catches that ball, and the way that he navigates to get 3 is incredible.
Quickly to the line at 2nd and 7. Still right hash. Pell, play
Great
action
fake.
fake to Adams, throws complete left side. He's almost got it. He's a yard short of the first down at the 29.
And me and Cecil are still confused as how Kevin Adams didn't have the ball. That jump cut he made as soon as he had that play fake, I thought he had the ball.
Me too.
My gosh.
So that was complete to Marshall for 6. We are into the line with Adams. He'll have the first down and a little bit more.
Love those tough earned first downs behind the Doughboys, and especially with K.A. carrying the rock right there. It's just an inspired ball carrier.
1st and 10 at the 33. Adams, like I say, they faked Adams, a complete one short to the left side. It's only going to get a couple of yards. Looks like that was Grant Nichols.
Yeah, open in the flats, and Nichols looked like he was trying to square up and make a move. On those quick ones to the sideline, you just got to turn towards the sideline and get upfield as quickly as possible.
2nd and about 8.5. Back to throw. Throws over the middle. Has a man. He drops the ball. Edwards had a big gainer. He was a step behind the guy covered. If he could have pulled ahead of him, would have been a big, long touchdown.
Pell could not have put that ball in a better place.
I agree.
We got to make that catch. That pass was so on the money. Oh, my goodness.
We've had 2 touchdown passes that have not come to pass. 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Complete backfield left side behind a screen. Gets away from one guy. The screen's not blocking too well. Going forward, and then there's a flag. Hopefully that's on them.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting call because that was a really late flag. But Grant Nichols, you got to love that tenacity with the rock. And, I mean, that screen pass was kind of busted up at the line, but he was breaking 2-3 tackles to get 5 yards to set us up with a 4th and short. But with this late flag, you got to think it's on the defense.
That's what I'm thinking. I didn't see anybody blocking for him. It was him and 5 guys trying to stop him where they threw the flag.
Face mask.
Face. Oh, my
Another face
gosh.
mask. They are killing themselves with penalties instead of us this time.
Yeah, that's super unfortunate. That's a huge
Second
penalty
face mask.
that puts us inside Johnson Jags territory. That was a big one.
That was going to be 4th and 1 or 2. Instead, it's a 1st and 10 in their territory at the 46. Left hash, 5:42 left before halftime. 7-7 game. Pell gives to Marshall left side. He's going to have a few yards. Out of bounds inside the 40 at about the 30. Well, they're going to give him the 40. Gain of 6, 2nd down 4.
A great run by Weapon X, and we've been going between the tackles, I feel like, the entire season. And so anytime that we have the ability to run something, stretching the defense with the run on the outside, it's going to have success.
5.5 minutes left in the half. 2 receivers either side. Back to throws Pell. Throws right side. Has a man. It's Marshall, but the defensive back kind of cut right in front of him right as he's trying to pull it in. Got a hand on it and tipped it away.
That was perfect technique by Josh Pell, though. He did a great job of faking to that wide receiver flare to Tyree Nicholson and then coming back towards the middle of the field to Weapon X. That was just a little too tall. That was more intended for Nick Gurion than Cody Marshall.
Who is still gone with that concussion.
We need him.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. 3rd down. Pell throws over the middle. Has a man complete for the first down at the 22. Looks like Nichols.
Cody Marshall.
Cody Marshall.
I mean, unbelievable. Josh Pell has been trying to thread the needle on every throw, and he's been doing it tonight. Our receivers just haven't been catching him. Weapon X comes down with the big 3rd down conversion.
19 yards on that one.
So far, the Timberwolves are now 6 for 8 on 3rd down. Wow.
That's pretty darn good. This time into the line was Tyree Nicholson for 3 yards. 2nd down, 7 from the 19. Again, Nicholson. Nope, this is a play action fake and short arm the throw to the left side. Wasn't going to get much, but it's 3rd down.
Again, it's such a simple throw, but Josh Pell being a right-handed quarterback rolling to his left, you've got to put that on a rope. You can't give that any touch rolling to your opposite side. Grant Nichols had an opportunity to catch and run.
Yeah, the softer that throw is, the more time there's linebackers taking steps towards you. 3rd and 7, the 19-yard line. Back to throw, Pell. Throws to the right side. It's a little deep, and it's picked off in the end zone. And
bring it out.
He did. Oh, I called it a touchback.
Say it's a touchback.
That one just kind of...
That's not the rule. If you're making a move to bring it out and get tackled, that's a safety. They did not call that correctly.
Well, and again, though, from the throw for Pell, he had 2 guys bracketed over him, and Houston Molinaro tried to get outside containment, but the cornerback drove his route inside. That was a beautifully executed play by the Jags defense, and, man, that's another timely turnover inside Jags territory.
Yeah, that is the wrong dang call. If you catch and go down, yeah. Catch it, run out of bounds, yeah. You catch it making a move to bring it out. Maybe they're going to talk about that. And you get tackled in the end zone, that's a safety. Referee's called timeout.
Moving hash marks.
They're just moving hash marks. So I guess he doesn't know the rule either.
Yeah, that was too close to call. These guys don't get paid the big enough bucks for that call.
1st and 10 from the 20. 4:47 left in the half. Jaguars with the ball. Trips right, single left. Blackwell in the backfield with Medina. Back to throw. Looks left up the sideline. Complete to about the 39-yard line. Might make it the 36, 16 yards. Complete to Rich Kelly again.
And George Wheeler there in coverage, and he was more focused on the receiver where he needs to turn around and track that as a receiver. That was left with a lot of air under it.
And folks, that was only their 4th first down, and one of those was awarded on the touchdown play. Medina scrambling right, looking, and he is hit behind the line. It'll be a sack. Who gets that, Josh? It's a yard loss on a sack.
We got Big Murr over there as well as Jake McAnally, but Michael
Putney got in there too.
Yeah.
Well, Michael Putney was covering his guy behind the line of scrimmage. I didn't think he thought that he was really going to be able to make a sack, and at the last second decides to close on it with the other guys and got him behind the line. Great job by the Black Rain.
Half sacks for everybody.
Or third a sack. 4:11 and ticking, 2nd and 11 from their 35 on the right hash. Moving right to left now. Here late in the second quarter. 7-7 tie. Fast moving game. Only 7:51. We're almost at halftime. Medina running outside option to the left side. In comes the guy to make the stop. He gets by him, but he'll be tackled after a gain of just 1. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Everybody was textbook on that. George Wheeler did a great job of keeping contained, but Christian Cockrell did a great job as that outside linebacker coming up and facing the quarterback, breaking down and squaring up to where he has to dish the rock. George Wheeler's already outside. It gets bottled up right at the line.
Another big play for the Black Rain. 3rd and 10 from the 36, left hash. Trips to the right, twins to the left for Medina. Nobody in the backfield. He sends a guy in motion left to right. Back to throw. He looks at him. He hits him in the flat on the right side, and he won't go very far. He's tackled at the line, and that looks like 10 with the play.
16.
Or 16, Hudson Glaze.
Hudson Glaze. That was the most beautiful open field breakdown.
Yeah, it was textbook.
That was dished out to the running back. You get scared every time a running back catches one out of the backfield because you know they can make a move and break tackles, but a great breakdown held him up right at the line of scrimmage. I'm so proud of the Black Rain in this first half.
This is the 5th punt they have forced.
Look at this clock. This first half has flown by, and we have an opportunity to put a drive together and get the ball coming out of half.
We got to complete the touchdown passes that are there to take. We should be up 21-7. Here's the kick.
Oh, no. Fair catch.
Fair caught at the 21. That's a 10, 20, 30, 43-yard punt. 1st and 10 Cedar Park. They're 21.
I mean, the punter for the Jags has been booming them, but have y'all seen the guy from San Diego State?
No.
He's been consistently booming 80 to 90-yard punts.
Oh, my God.
He punted from his own goal line and downed it at the other 9.
He could be one of those first-round draft
They're
choices.
thinking about using a first-rounder on
I would. I got a guy who's always punting 80 yards. I am using him. I'm using that first-round choice. Pell. Play action fake. Complete left side in the flat. And they take him out of bounds after 5 or 6 yards. Let me see who that was.
They mark him inbounds. They keep the clock running, but it was a great
Nichols
job after the catch of just running those feet through contact and trying to get as much as you can.
Nichols through 5, and we have something here that I got to point out in a moment if I get a moment. All right, we don't have a moment. This is to the running back right through the line. Is that Adams?
Yep.
It'll go close to the first down. The 31 or so. It's a gain of 4.
I think they're going to mark him just short.
Kevin Adams is accustomed to carrying the defenders and did a great job right there, almost for the first.
What we saw a moment ago is the first time Pell has completed the next pass after an interception this year. Pell running to the left side has the first down and goes out of bounds after a gain of about 3.
Throwing a little shoulder in there, too. Pell's getting nasty.
That was just disrespectful, number 7. I love that from the quarterback.
Be careful. That'll open you up for some shots by guys bigger than you. First down. 12th of the game. They've got 4, but it's tied. Pell to throw. Slant hits Weapon X in midfield.
Oh, yeah, they changed direction.
Changes direction to about the 36-yard line. First down, Timberwolves.
And check that, not a slant. That was just Cody Marshall running his seam on the hash mark. A great job again by Pell, faking to that flare out of the backfield. It just drawed all those defenders down.
13th first down of the game. That one went for 33 yards. This time a run to the left side. Is that Marshall again?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's often right after. We've noticed this year, guys. Right after a big catch by Marshall, they will often run him with the carry.
We got a flag right there on the 45 or the 35-yard line.
Let's see what's going on.
That big third down conversion now, Cedar Park 7 for 10 in the first half on third down.
That's amazing. It's going to be against us. Cody had gained 5. Looks like it's a big one. So wipe out that.
I'm so pleased though with the play calling so far for Cedar Park. They're getting guys in the right position.
We had 2 misexecuted touchdown passes that we'd like to have back. Other than that, they're looking pretty sharp. First and 20 from the 45, left hash. Pell. Throw goes left side though. Didn't see anybody. Tries to stretch his ball carrying arm forward to the 39, and they'll give him that 6 yards. It'll be 2nd and 14.
I'll take that scramble any day.
Yeah.
It was a wise move, and saw that he had an open lane on the outside and almost got all those penalty yardage back on that scramble. Smart move by the senior.
That pushes us
as well.
Yep.
Right, 106. That pushes us to 205 yards of offense on the game. They've got 150, half of it on one play. Pell scrambling. Buying time, throwing. Downfield.
Oh, yeah.
And it looks like Nichols at the 18-yard line, first down.
Oh, my gosh. And it looked like that play was dead in the rights, and Pell was just going to try to rush it. He bails out over the top to his left side, finds Grant Nichols streaking open. Big play inside the red zone.
14th first down. This one. It's a shuffle pass. I believe that's Well coming through.
Holding,
you're looking at. He's got a gain down to the 12, but it's coming back. Would have been about 5 yards on the shuttle pass.
And that's now 2 straight holding penalties on that same play.
Sounds like one to throw away.
I don't like those odds, Brad.
Yeah. Cedar Park's 3rd penalty of the night. 35 total yards, a DPI and 2 holds. It's 2 holds in the last 3 plays.
And they're going to think about it.
43 seconds left. Timberwolves burn their second time out. We'll keep it here. Cecil, so far, again, there's really only been 2 plays I wish we could get back on offense. That's a missed touchdown pass that was dropped and a missed touchdown pass that was slightly overthrown.
Right, yeah, and ended up in an interception. Yeah, I mean, otherwise, I mean, we're doing the dang thing here. You know, we're hanging with these guys, and we're playing a great game offensively and defensively. You know, it's just short.
14 first downs to 4. They've got 156 yards of offense, and almost exactly half of that, just 2 yards short of half of that, is on one pass. We've got 226, 104 on the ground, 122 in the air, 14 first downs to 4. Well, 21 to 7 sounds like it should be.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, statistically, I mean, we're looking great, but I mean, all the numbers that can be run up in between the end zones, they don't mean nothing unless you get in the end zone.
All right, back to the action now. 43 seconds left in the half. First down, Cedar Park. First and 20, out about their 27. Near the left hash mark. Trips right. Nobody left. Play action fake by Pell. He goes up through the middle. He's going to go ahead and tuck it and run. Not finding a lot open tonight. He's going to get 4 to about the 23.
Yeah, not a lot open, man. But his vision and you know, keeping his eyes downfield at the last minute to break off into the run. I mean, that is a excellent wrinkle.
Second and about 16. Throws. He's got a man who was falling down at the 8-yard line. Catches it while sitting on the butt. It was Cody Marshall.
Yeah, excellent adjustment made by Cody Marshall. Somehow on his backside is able to make the catch.
Wasn't quite enough for the first. They got 1 to go on third down. And another timeout is called. I didn't see who called that. Cecil, did you?
I did not.
We had one left.
I believe it was us.
Yeah, because they're showing 0 for us and 3 for the Jags. Pell now 14 to 23, a pick. He's missed out on 2 touchdown passes, 137 yards, 61% completions, 5.96 yards per attempt. They've got a greater yards per attempt because they got a 76-yard completion. But on their other 12 throws, let me get that for you here on the spreadsheet. They've only completed 5 for 5.7 yards per attempt. So they are in this game on the virtue of that one missed coverage 76-yard touchdown bomb. They just literally haven't done anything else. They had a first down on a penalty, a first down on a 76-yard touchdown pass. So they've really only moved the chains themselves by offensive merit twice tonight.
I mean, this is huge, though. No
But we're not
timeout.
winning.
no timeout. So if this is inbounds, you got to have your other play called.
Yeah. So
We
this
saw
has
this
to
in
go
the second round at Texas State.
right. This has to go into the end zone or at a sideline. Back to throw is Pell. Looking in the end. Oh, look at him. He finds a man in the backfield. It's Adams. He gets
That's a
into
touchdown.
the end zone. Nice job. It's not Adams. Number 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
it is Adams.
Yes.
Wow.
What a play by Adams after that catch.
And I think defensively, Johnson thought the same thing that we were. They had to take a shot at the end zone. They bailed completely back towards the back line, and nobody had Kevin Adams coming out of the backfield. And that was just who wants it more right at the goal line. K.A. got that for sure.
For nobody being around him when he caught it at the 5, there were 3 guys right at him by the goal line. They closed quickly. Barr with a kick. It's up. It's good. 10 seconds left in the half. 14-7 Timberwolves. We'll be right back.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
Here's what they believe at Toyota of Cedar Park. They believe in fostering relationships that are built on trust and integrity. They believe their team deserves to work in a supportive, competitive, family environment. They believe in respecting your time and intelligence, and that's why they offer an express purchase and express service. Lastly, they believe in sharing their passion with you. They're just south of New Hope Road on the southbound side of 183A. Find them online at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
Welcome back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here along with Brad Cohn, Cecil Kokenauer, and Daniel Kerrigan as our QA tonight. And with 10 seconds left before halftime, the Cedar Park Timberwolves capitalize on an 11-yard pass from Josh Pell to Kevin Adams to extend our lead 14-7 as the Norwegian Nightmare gets ready to send it deep.
And what a pretty drive that was. I'm going to see some more of that. This kick short, cut at the 20 on their right hash, and find some holes in the middle, and he got about a 19-yard return to the 39.
I mean, just what an incredible first half. There were some definitely missed opportunities on the offensive side, but the Black Rain, that was an unbelievable first half. From how the regular season went, it just seems like they've completely washed all that out. And
that is so good to see.
It is.
Both sides of the ball looking good to this point tonight. And we know the wheels can fly off at any time. Don't do any pre-hatching chicken count. 1st and 10 from the 40. Back to throw Medina. Goes down.
Oh,
outstanding. 44 with the hit, and that is Brendan Payne.
Payne brought the pain. Oh my goodness, the pressure just from 3 down linemen on that. Everybody else was dropped back in coverage, and we were able to get to the quarterback and take him down with some serious force.
And that ends the half. 14-7 Timberwolves. Not sure what's going on at halftime. Our band did show up, Cecil. They're poised on the side of the field like they're going to come out and play. So we're going to go to a short break. When we come back, I think you're going to hear the 6-time and 5-time repeating state champion Timberwolf Marching Band.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages. With creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
All right, welcome back. Cedar Park football 14-7 at the half. The six-time state champion marching band is about to perform. They just won it again for the fifth time in a row, which is the sixth time in the last 7 years. And when we're done listening to them, I'm going to tell you a little bit about that sixth time in the last 7 years thing. Here they are, the state champ, Timberwolf Marching Band.
Junior Lieutenant Kylie Kernut, Junior Lieutenant Sandra Ziegler, Senior Lieutenant Ava Caldwell, Senior Lieutenant Lexi Hall, First Lieutenant Lindsay Lopez, and Celebrities Captain Katie Kim. And now, sit back and enjoy the Celebrities halftime performance to Hey Baby. I present to you the six-time and still reigning 5A-1 State Marching Band champion, the Cedar Park High School Timberwolf Band. The outstanding section of the week is the tubas. Outstanding freshman of the week is Abigail Petty. And the outstanding band student of the week is Sarah Childress. Just over a week ago, the Timberwolf Band was crowned the UIL 5A State Marching Band champion once again. This is Cedar Park's sixth state championship and the fourth in a row. Just before the state marching contest, the band made school history by winning their first Bands of America Regional Championship in Waco. Congratulations to the Timberwolf Band. Tonight, the Cedar Park Drumline will be performing their version of this year's marching production, I See, in preparation for the upcoming Lone Star Drumline Contest. Best of luck to the Drumline and their incredible directors, Mr. Chavez and Miss Willis. Drum Major, is your drumline ready?
Not a lot of action at the moment, but you are listening to the Cedar Park Band. We'll be back when they are done performing with some talk about the game.
Cedar Park High School Timberwolves Band. The Timberwolves Band would like to congratulate the Johnson High School Band on their incredibly successful marching band contest season. This concludes our halftime activities. The Cedar Park High School Band is directed by Kendall.
Well, there you have it. Cedar Park Timberwolf Marching Band won 6 of the last 7 state UIL Marching Band championships, and they've won 5 in a row. And I told you before they started playing, I was going to talk a little bit about 6 of the last 7. I know someone who is a UIL judge of this event. I promise not to say this person's name or her. Oh, I did say her gender. Okay, so you can narrow it down to half, if there are half men and half women doing this. Anyway, she told me that back 6 years ago we won our first state marching band championship, and the next year came back with a strong performance, but only finished number 2, and they gave the state championship that year to Vandegrift. Hey, we're not yet 6A. And then we have won it ever since. Well, what this woman told me a few years ago was that at that time, the UIL liked to spread state championships around in the fine arts. And we didn't really cotton to back-to-back performances. And she said Cedar Park was better than Vandy. And under any other normal condition would have won that one too.
Oh, wow.
But they wanted to spread it around. Vandy was the next best one to Cedar Park, so they gave it to Vandy. After that, actually because of that, she says they rescinded that rule because Cedar Park was so clearly better than the team the band they gave the state title to. So we should have 7 of the last 7.
Wow.
But it's 6 of the last 7. The last 5 in a row, I'll take it. They're doing it right now. So, anyway,
absolutely. You got no control over that. So
yeah. We got some scores from other games, and some of these are mind-blowing, Cecil. Most of these are halftime. Some are late second. Some are end of the first. McCallum 21, Glen 7 at halftime. So an LISD team going down at the moment there. Bowie 10, Round Rock 3 at half.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of a surprise.
Yeah.
This one's not. The number 1 4A team in the state, LBJ 34, Lavernia 7 at the half. Rouse, the Rouseketeers 45, Travis 6 with 6 minutes left in the second.
Oh,
Josh
in the second
opened up a big old can.
Wow, that's a big can
on the Travis.
That's a barrel.
And speaking of opening up big old cans, Vandy 42, San Marcos nothing at halftime.
Oh my goodness.
Bastrop 7, Liberty Hill 7 at halftime.
That's a tight game.
I call that one a big surprise.
Yeah,
I would have picked Liberty Hill by 3 touchdowns.
Sure.
Lake Travis 14, Cedar Ridge nothing at the end of the first. Westlake 7, Hutto nothing. Just 4 minutes into the game was the latest score we got.
That's kind of surprising. I figure Lake would be up a little more.
But that's only 4 minutes into the game.
Oh, sorry, I missed that. Sorry.
How about this one at the end of the first quarter? So something else has happened that hadn't been reported yet. Don't know what it is, but at the end of the first quarter, Georgetown 21, Dripping Springs 7.
Oh, get out of town.
Wow.
That's a big surprise right there.
There's some surprises there. Let's talk a little bit about our game. The stats look pretty good. Cedar Park with 15 first downs, a couple of them on defensive penalties. Johnson with 4, and as we said right before the half, one of those is a touchdown, one of those is on a penalty, so they've only earned, offensively, 2 first downs. On the ground, Cedar Park 19 for 108, 5.68 yards a carry.
That'll get it done.
Almost 7 yards a carry. And the Johnson Jaguars 17 carries, 23 yards, 1.35 a carry. If we can keep them at 1.35 a carry the rest of the game, we win.
Yeah, absolutely. That's not going to pick up first downs.
Passing for us, Pell, only one who's thrown anything yet. 15 of 24 with 1 pick for 148 yards and a touchdown. 62.5 completion percentage, 6.17 yards per attempt. Now, on the strength of a 76-yard touchdown pass, their numbers are slightly better. You take that out, and they're far worse than ours. They are 9 for 13, 122 yards, 69.23 completion percentage, 9.38 yards per attempt. Total offense, Cedar Park 256, Johnson 145, with more than half of that
on that one touchdown
play. It's the only reason they're in this game. Return yards, we got 18 on punt, 4 on kickoffs. They got nothing except 50 on kickoffs. We've had 2 punts, average 39 yards a kick. They've had 5, averaging 38 yards a kick. We've had 3 penalties for 35 yards. They've had 5 for 47 yards. If we look at their individual offensive numbers, Medina, who's rushed for almost 600 yards this year, 6 carries, 15 yards. That works.
That does.
Running back Quincy Urban, 1 for 8. Running back Devin Blackwell, 4 for 11. Tight end Rich Kelly on an end around, 1 for 2. Ethan McAllister, another wide receiver on an end around, 1 for 10. Medina, all the passing yards, 9 for 13, 122, and a 76-yard touchdown. Rich Kelly's got 4 catches for 29. Tristan Compton has 2 for 17. Rodriguez, 2 for 0. He lost 2 on one and gained 2 on the other. And Caden Windsor had the 76-yard touchdown pass. Look at our offensive numbers. Kevin Adams, 6 for 29, 4.8 yards a carry, which is healthy. He's hadn't had a lot of carries. I'd like to see him end up with 22 carries and 120. I'd like to see him there. Pell is picking up the load. 8 for 51, a 6.4 average. Tyree Nicholson, 3 for 18 and a 6.0 yard average with a touchdown. Cody Marshall a carry for 6 yards. Houston Molinaro a carry for 4 yards, but he lost a fumble at the end of that carry. Pell, 15 for 24, one pick, 148. His last throw was an 11-yard touchdown to Adams, who has 2 catches for 14 yards. Edwards, 2 for 9. Carter Well, 1 for 6. Grant Nichols, 5 for 39 and a 7.8 average. Marshall, 5 for 80 and a 16.0 average.
Those are pretty good numbers, man. And you know, I mean, offensively those are great, but there's a couple things I'm really happy with tonight, and that is one, the running of Josh Pell. That added wrinkle to the offense is just working, you know, paying dividends for this offense. You know,
he didn't run well early in the season. The last 4 or 5 games, he like had no carries.
Yeah, no carries at all. But we brought that back in, and so that just gives another thing for the defense to worry about. The other piece is the Black Rain defense, and they've really showed out tonight, getting great pressure up the middle and really holding people to short gains. Save that one touchdown pass. I mean, they're really getting the job done. Looking like they're playing inspired football right now. And that defensive line. I mean, they're getting big pressure. I mean, look at that last sack right before the half. I mean, oh man, that's
our last offensive play of the half's a touchdown. The last defensive play is a sack.
You can't get any better than that, man. That's great. I love it.
Well, I mean, just my takeaways is just defensively on the Black Rain. I mean, they're wrapping up. They're making open field tackles. They're not waiting for anybody to be held up. They're taking care of it on site, and that's what's exciting about the Black Rain is they're implementing their game plan offensively, other than the Molinaro fumble and the Josh Pell interception. Both of those drives were very promising, pushing plays down the field and taking explosive plays too. They weren't just settling for the inside run and for the quick, dink and dunk passes. They were taking shots down the field, keeping this defense honest. And I mean, as the game is going to progress on, it's just going to be so hard for this opposing team to get and find the willpower to tackle Kevin Adams with how violent he is running tonight. So I got to think that Cedar Park was going to try to rely on the ground game, but again, with how the last 2 games have collapsed, we cannot get complacent.
Absolutely
This is definitely not a time to get complacent. I would still try to keep imposing your will, keep your foot on the gas pedal, because that quick tempo for Cedar Park, that seemed like it was a different kind of field in the past couple weeks, so I would keep that momentum.
And somehow the O-line seems to block better these last couple of games. We had over 540 yards last week, even though we lost. We're on schedule for 512 right now here at halftime with 2:56. So one of the things we said before the game started that we needed, 2 things from each side of the ball. We need blocking by the offense. I think we're getting that. And we needed no turnovers. We've had an interception and fumble, so we're not quite getting that. But on defense, we needed no missed tackles. Man, there have been darn few. They've done a great job of that.
Yeah, they've done a great job. And then, again, just offensively, they've been doing such a good job of putting these drives together. We just got to keep being creative offensively, keep designed runs for Kevin Adams, get the ball in his hands, but we can't get predictable. We can't just go between the tackles and just, clearly look like we're parking the bus.
Stay imaginative on offense.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to go to a short break. We got about 4.5 minutes before halftime is over, and we'll be back at that point to bring you the second half. Cedar Park football. I almost said K-Max Sports on the Vype Live Network.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
At WaFd Bank, formerly Washington Federal, working together isn't new for us. We've been awarded America's Best Big Bank by Newsweek. From digital options, touchless transactions, and increased nonprofit contributions to help our neighbors, we're here for you. Our bankers approved more than 9,000 PPP loans to keep small businesses going during the pandemic. WaFd Bank is a local bank and portfolio lender with more than 200 branches in 8 states to serve you. 24/7 online and mobile banking with mobile check deposits, over 32,000 ATMs, free checking. WaFd Bank, your local bank for personal and business banking at wafedbank.com or 800-324-9375.
In the battle for barbecue supremacy, warriors pit prime meats, secret sauces, and recipes against one another. Yet one champion stands alone. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, in the modern-day vernacular, where bad means good. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue as the worst barbecue in Texas.
Experience the difference at Toyota of Cedar Park, one of the Austin area's newest automobile dealerships. Their new vehicle department will always stock the newest Toyota models you need. The pre-owned vehicles they choose must each pass a rigorous inspection and be in tip-top shape before they make it to their lot or website for you to see. And if you're looking for budget-friendly Toyota certified used vehicles, they've got you covered, and you can rest easy knowing that the best new cars make the best used cars. That's Toyota of Cedar Park at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages, with creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
The service department at Toyota of Cedar Park engages the latest equipment and technology to ensure their Toyota certified technicians work quickly and efficiently on your cars, trucks, and SUVs, using genuine OEM parts, of course, and from college graduates and military rebates to service agreements that keep your Toyota running smoothly. Their finance team will provide you with all the information you need. They are excited to be your Toyota dealer here in Cedar Park. That's Toyota of Cedar Park at toyotaofcedarpark.com. Army Ant Moving calls Cedar Park home for movers that residents and businesses can rely on. For outstanding moving expertise and trustworthy estimates, Army Ant Moving stands above the rest. Their reputation speaks for itself. They've received the Angie's List Superior Service Award for the last 2 years. Their movers are highly trained and experienced. So whether you need to move your household to a new home across town or an entire corporate office to a new location, your valuables are in knowledgeable and reliable hands with Army Ant Moving Company. Check them out at armyantmoving.com.
Welcome back. Cedar Park football on the Vype Live Network. Brad Cohn here along with Josh Willard, Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Garrigan, our QA. We are about to begin the third quarter. Cedar Park up at the break, 14-7. They deferred after winning the toss to the second half, so they'll get the ball back. They had a touchdown drive and then a kickoff and a sack, and now they're getting the ball back.
I don't like that little thing they just did, Brad.
What's that?
The little fake kick. Then they reset the ball, and then they actually line up and kick it. Like, I feel like that should be some sort of penalty. I just don't like that for football. You know what I mean?
Sportsmanlike.
It's got to be some sort of false start or something. You can't just take off like that and then, it's just, I don't know.
9-11 not win behind him. It lands 5 yards deep in the end zone and goes through. Cedar Park will bring it out. Josh Pell and company with a chance to really take command of this game if they do on this offensive possession what they've done on the last 2 or 3. Move it well. And on the last one, they consummated the drive with an 11-yard touchdown strike. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Running back goes in motion to the right. He looks at him to come back left, complete. It'll be a gain past the first down marker and out of bounds. And who was that, Josh? I didn't put my binos up.
That looked like that was Houston Molinaro, intended receiver, but number 65, Connor Mason, took 2 birds out with 1 stone. Got out there in a hurry on that wide receiver screen and just annihilated that corner.
13 yards and a first down to Molinaro on that play. Snap, give to Adams, right back up through the middle. Tries his best. Not a lot of blocking that time. Got 3 to the 41, second down 7.
And you love Kevin Adams' commitment to following those linemen through the hole and did a great job of following Connor Mason and trying to navigate through that traffic on his back hit, but was unable to make too much happen as it's bottled up short, and there is an injured Jags player down on the field.
Yeah, there is. He was right in the middle of the line. He didn't get up from that pile that tackled Adams. It is second down 7. Once we recover from there at the 41. Already got, already got 20 yards in 2 plays on this possession, Josh. And, gosh, I'm just really hoping Cedar Park can put Johnson in a bad place if they could make a nice 75-yard touchdown drive.
We're feeling like Cedar Park is getting back to that old school Cedar Park football, and we say that it's, this tradition of winning has been built on the shoulders of the Black Rain. However, in late years with the Ryder Hernandez tenure, it was how many points can we put on you in a first half?
Yeah, we're gonna score 59 tonight. Are you?
And so we got accustomed to that, though, and so it's been interesting how this team has battled resiliency throughout the entire year, relied on the Black Rain, but then relied a lot on Josh Pell's shoulders. So it's a lot of give and take with this team, and right now the Black Rain's held up their end of the deal. It's time for the offense to come through and put this thing away.
And I think, like Cecil was starting to say earlier, that I think the offensive coaches and the head coach letting Josh Pell run when he sees an opportunity to run has really opened up the defenses for Cedar Park offensively. Okay, the player's coming off under his own, well, no, he's not. He's being helped off. Case Jordan, a senior defensive tackle. So, yeah, he was right in the middle of that defensive stop of Adams. Back to the action. 2nd and 7, Cedar Park, 41-yard line, their own. Left side hash mark. Turn, give to Adams. Right up the middle, stopped. Not much there. Maybe they're going to give him a yard to the 42. And it'll be 3rd and 6.
Well, you got to give credit to the Jags defense because they came out ready to play some inspired football. They've been doing a great job of just causing a lot of traffic right at the line of scrimmage, and it's kind of reminding us of the past 2 games where Kevin Adams is having to make a jump cut right at the line of scrimmage or behind the line. So our offensive line has got to get downhill.
We haven't punted in a while. We've either scored or turned it over lately. It's 3rd and 6. They give right up the line to Tyree, and he falls down, but I guess the knee did not go down. They're going to give him forward progress of about 3 yards to the 45. It'll be 4th and 3.
Wow, and I thought when he fell in the backfield, maybe his forearm might have been on the ground, and so that was really close to being downed, for about a 2-yard loss. His ability to get a couple out of it is amazing. And, I mean,
well,
that part of me wants to go for it.
I know.
And if you have that call on the special teams right now, I bet you they bail on this.
Tamarals are back there. We might get a first down here in a few seconds. 4th and 3 from the 45. Here's the snap. He'll kick it away. 10, 20, 30, 5, nice. 40, 2.5, 3. 43-yard punt. Goes dead at about the 12.5 or 13.
Connor's first couple games as punter, I mean, we had flashes of good punts, and then he had some that went off the side of his foot. I mean, from middle way through the season to now, this guy has been absolute money on flipping the field.
40-yard average on 3 kicks tonight. 10-14, we kind of squandered our defer. Didn't do anything with it to open the half. Jags with the ball. First and 10 at their own 13. Big opportunity for the Black Rain to come up with a huge play here. Backfield of motion, they didn't call it. The pass, complete. Dragging across the underside for about 3 yards. Michael Putney with a tackle.
That was a great job by Putney. He was the backside corner, and his receiver just kind of ran a drag route right at the line of scrimmage. And, I mean, that's a lot of ground to cover for that backside corner, and went step for step going for minimal gain.
So 2nd and 7 after 3-yard gain to Rich Kelly, the tight end. It's his 4th catch tonight. Back to throw. Got a hand on him, but they can't get him. McIntyre brings him down. Man, a big hit coming up from Vines as well.
A great job right out of the gate. This design quarterback rollout to the left. Brendan Payne beat his man completely upfield, causing Medina to just bail on the play completely. And when a quarterback gets frazzled and doesn't know where he's running, that's just a sitting duck.
Josh, you're talking in the pregame show about how we have not had a lot of sack action this year, and especially lately. 4 tonight for 27 yards and losses.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
3rd and 9. From the 15, back to throw. Goes deep down the right sideline. Incomplete, and there's going to be a flag probably.
Contact both ways.
Yeah, no flags.
No flags. Our guy tackled him.
And
they might say the ball was too far over his head to be catchable.
I think so, too. George Wheeler did a good job, and it looked like he tripped on his own feet, and doing so kind of made the other receiver trip on his feet.
I'll take that.
I'll take incidental contact. I'll take incidental contact.
I'll buy that if you're selling it.
And especially if Houston Molinaro standing at our own 45-yard line. Great field position coming.
Yeah, wind at his back, so the kick should be a good one.
And this punter's really good.
He'll strike it at about the 5-yard line. Line of scrimmage is the 14.
High snap, baby.
Molinari, the announcer says.
He
fumbles it. Can they get it? They gets it off anyway. And it's a good roll for them. Molinaro gets it, makes no return. Just stops it kind of at the 44.
I almost jinxed that. I almost got him.
I'll tell you what.
It's a 10, 20, 30, 46-yard, 47-yard punch.
I like George Wheeler's hustle, getting out of the way of that thing.
Peter.
So we're averaging 40 yards a kick. They're averaging 39.5. Some good punting from both teams tonight.
Black Rain held tough, though, on their
They did. It's great. 8:52 now in the 3rd. 3 receivers to the right. One of them's Adams in the near slot. He goes back to the backfield. So 2 receivers either side. Pell gives it to Adams. Not much in the middle, but Adams drags a few people 4 yards to the 47.
And again, it's going between the tackles. We've got to start using Kevin Adams' speed.
I agree.
I think he's being so hesitant because these offensive linemen are getting stood up right at the line of scrimmage, and these linebackers are making great plays. We've got to get Kevin Adams out in space.
I want to throw him the ball out in space, too. 2nd and 6. They're going to give him 4 on that one. Back to throw. Pell is going to run right through the middle. He's going to have a first down and slides down after a gain of 9 yards to the 44.
A big pickup for first down inside Jaguars territory. It's a great-looking drive right here that we've got rolling. Just got to play clean, no penalties.
17th first down of the game to 4. Need to be up by more than this. Pass complete to Marshall, but he dropped it, yeah.
And that was just a weird play from the start. You had number 11, Grant Nichols, the inside slot, kind of slip at the top of his route, and then Cody Marshall looking to make a move before he catches it. So just that whole right side, not a good route running by those receivers.
And that ends a string of 6 straight completions after the interception by Pell for 98 yards and a touchdown. 2nd down. Back to throw. Going to throw deep down the right sideline as Edwards a little short. Pretty good coverage. 3rd down.
Yeah, he gives him a little bit more of a chance on that. There could have been an offensive or a defensive pass interference.
He's into that nice wind, so it came down short. It's just hard to get the distance right going either direction tonight.
That wind is kind of deceiving.
Yeah.
I went out there when the band was playing to hear the band, and that is a stiff wind.
3rd and 10 from their 44 near the left half. Pell back to throw. Out to Adams on this side, but too close to the sideline to do much. He stepped out of bounds at the 39. So he's going to get 5, but it's 4th and 5 from the 39.
And Pell's been throwing him on a rope a lot tonight. That one, though, a little bit too much air, and it gave that closing cornerback enough time to get over and make a play. Offense staying on the field. I love this.
4th and 5 from the 39. Could be a huge moment in this game.
Let's get it.
And it could be a quick kick, and it is.
Oh.
And he shanked it. Too quick of a kick. Might as well have gone for it. You're going to get off an 8-yard punt.
Funny story about that. We played my senior year about 10 years ago, and we were playing against Westwood, the opening game of the season, and Gray McCullough lined up for a punt and had a net total of 4 yards. And I remember Coach Ross walking directly to Gray as he came off the sideline and said, "Next time you do that, just tell me so I can go for it."
That's 4 more yards than a dead man. Well, we shanked the punt. Might as well have gone for it. 9 yards. It went to the 30. Left hash. 7:47 left in the third.
Keeper.
Quarterback Medina keeps the middle. Has a big hole. He's going towards the left sideline. The 50, the 40. Weaving back towards the middle. Medina could go all the way. Great direction change. 20, 15 on the right side. Now he's hit spins free. The 5. And he's down at about the 7-yard line. Medina with a 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 62-yard run.
I'm telling you, it's the big plays that are killing us.
Yep,
big
always has
touchdown
been.
And that 60-yard run right there, and they're already knocking on the door, 1st and goal.
Only their 5th first down of the game to our 17, and they're about to tie the game. Medina gives to the running back coming across, or is that Kelly down to the 2?
Number 15.
Okay, down to the
It's
2.
McAllister
down to the 2.
But again, field's gotten a lot shorter. It's harder to score on the Black Rain when your back's up against the wall. Or our back's up against the wall, per se. But they just have a very intense offense with Medina's ability to run.
2nd and goal, Medina with a snap. Gives it on an end around to the left side. He's going to sprint to the pylon, and he gets in. Touchdown, Johnson. That was Aiden Rodriguez.
And that was a good play design by the Johnson Jaguars, but it looked like we were going to blow that up behind the line of scrimmage by about 5 yards.
Yeah.
And that running back made a great cut in the backfield to get north and south and then bent it over towards the pylon. Michael Putney, I thought, had a chance to maybe push him out of bounds, but, man, the Jaguars quickly respond. We got almost a tie ball game. We'll see.
Half of the first downs they've gotten tonight are on the last 3 plays. Snap. Hold, and it's blocked. They're still running with it to the right side. Not going to be much they can do. They chased him out of bounds at about the 13. So the lead still exists. It's only 1 point. 14-13 Timberwolves. 6:45 left in the third. We'll be right back.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
Welcome back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. Josh Willard here along with Brad Cohn and Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Kerrigan, our QA tonight, and the Johnson Jaguars almost tie it up. They get in the end zone with 6, but miss the extra point on the block. Extra point. Our score here, 14-13, 6:45 to play in the third.
Here's the kick with the wind behind him again, sending it deep and into the end zone, and the Timberwolves will come out with the ball. And you know, this is an important possession.
Definitely an important
Probably more so even in the first one of the half when we were trying to look at maybe making the lead 21-7. Only up by 1 now.
Yeah, we have an opportunity to go down the field and really silence the crowd right here, but it's all about play calling. We can't get conservative right here and just try to run out the clock. We've got to keep pushing down the field.
Well over half of their yards on 2 plays. We said that the Black Rain need to tackle well. They've pretty much done that. They also need to not be so vulnerable to big plays. Tyree Nicholson with the give around the left side, and he's going to get out to about the 31 if they're honest about marking it, and it looks like they are. It'll be 6 yards.
A great run on the counter by Tyree Nicholson following the Doughboys towards the outside and made a nice little cut right there on the sideline to get an extra 2.
We're right at 300 yards of total offense tonight. 2nd down and 4. Pell, complete. Nichols, right side. He should have enough for the first down. He does.
A great job by Pell as your quarterback. Coach Smith on that original Coach Ross coaching staff. It was KYP, know your personnel. When you have your first option, take it immediately.
7 yards on that play to Nichols and another first down. Tyree into the right side. Look at him keep his balance out to the 43.
Ooh, there you go. That's an easy flag.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be an easy one. And the player from the Jags is, barking, did you see him? Did you see him? In football, it's whoever did it last.
Yeah.
It's not who did it first.
So don't ever do it. You won't get called for it, even if you've been done already.
I mean,
get him back during the next play.
I mean, that was going to be 2nd and long, and now we're getting 1st and 10 inside their territory. That's a huge call, and now he's barking at the referee. I would get him off the field.
Yeah.
I would get him off the field now. That'll earn you pushing weights on the turf field.
That's in high school. It was a 5-mile run for every personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct on Saturday morning. Back to throw is Pell. Left side, down the stream, and he's got him! Gets into the open. 10, 5, touchdown Timberwolves from 42 yards out to Weapon X, Cody Marshall.
Unbelievable job, and Josh Pell again has been doing it all night by luring the defense down, by faking to that halfback out of the backfield. And that one, he kind of put on a rope again right at Cody Marshall on the inside slot. I thought he could have gone to that 2 read just outside of him and had a little bit more field, but Cody Marshall, his vision, his IQ, his sense of a feeling where the defender is, a great cut, and he's out to the races for the score.
His sense of, I'm a badass. 42 yards on that one, and kick
that's good.
Is up and good. 6:12 left in the third. Cedar Park now up by their biggest lead of the night, 21-13. We'll be right back.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages with creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
Back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. Willard DeVos here along with Brad Cohn and Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Kerrigan. How'd you like that 42-yard touchdown from Josh Pell to Cody Marshall? Gets our lead up to 21-13 with 6:12 to play here in the third.
8-point lead is the largest lead in the game. The Norwegian Nightmare line drive kick to our left side falls inside the 5 and barely rolls into the end zone. Playing with fire there, the Jags.
Yeah, takes me back to Michael Waterfield.
Oh, no, don't go there. Still too soon.
I'm scared to say it on there, but it was our last first-round loss.
Oh,
gosh, am I that guy?
Quick, tell them about it because people won't believe it.
Michael Waterfield caught the kickoff return on the 1, looked at the referee, took a step back into the end zone, and took a knee.
Oh, no.
Safety.
Oh, no, you can't do that.
We lose the game by 1.
Lose the game by 1.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh, what a game that was. We came back 30 points in the second half.
Yeah, we were down like 35-0, came back and took a lead. 6:12 left in the third. Quarterback fakes and goes back into the line for no gain. Lots of guys in on the tackle. Who you got?
We got Jake McAnally and Brendan Payne there doing a great job, and Brendan Payne's really stepped up this game. We've needed that defensive pressure felt from that defensive line unit, and he's done a good job, but Jake McAnally as well. We needed the senior to step up in the playoffs, and he's done so.
Medina's got 77 yards rushing, and 62 of it was on 1 carry. Back to throw, rolling right. Medina fires, complete, pushed out of bounds about the 28.
Excellent defense. Hey, catch up real quick. Let's thank TJ Lewis Realty for our touchdown.
Thank you.
Thanks, TJ Lewis Realty.
Gotta put respect on that name. And that was a great job. That was Luke Kaharski, the safety, coming up and making a great play. That was exceptional closing speed. Big third down.
3rd and 7 already.
Got back.
3 receivers left, 1 right.
So far, the Jags 0 for 8 on third down tonight. The Timberwolves are 8 for 13.
That's amazing. We're only up by 8. And in motion out of the backfield to the left. Quarterback Medina running to the right side. Does he have enough for the first down? He might. He's near the 35.
I think they're going to give it to him with the reach.
Yeah.
A good job, though. Anytime that quarterback crosses the line of scrimmage, that's a free opportunity to lay a lick on him. And that's what I love about football. Reed Vines there right on the sideline. That's a clean hit inbounds on the quarterback.
That was actually his longest run of the night besides that big, long 62-yarder that got him down there earlier.
And their first converted third down.
Oh, my goodness. 1st and 10 from the 36. 5:33 left in the third. 21-13 Timberwolves. Somebody's talking to the man from underwater somewhere. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Somebody pull that girl's head out of the water. No, that's all time
I was thinking the old Goat Boy skit from Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
That's literally it. That
wasn't any timeout. They didn't get the timeout quick. That's a delay penalty of 5 yards on the Jag.
We'll take that delay because now they're just pretty much right back at their original line of scrimmage. So
7 penalties for 67 yards now. Back to throw is Medina. They flush him to the left. He's looking, takes a big hit.
Oh, he just got rid of it. That doesn't feel good.
Oh, they're not going to call it. I love it. And every coach right now is screaming for the roughing the passer because Jake McAnally laid on the quarterback on that quarterback pressure.
You get your last step, and that's where he was.
Yeah, I thought that was a great job. Brendan Payne beat his man inside, and that created Medina to just bail on the pocket completely. And Jake McAnally, it looks like defensively, we've got someone spied on him at all times. As soon as he decides to bail, we got a heat-seeking missile on you.
5:26 left in the third, 21-13. The snap.
Oh!
He keeps it, goes through the middle. He's going to get some yardage, but not as much as he needs. He got 9. He needed 15. Up to the 40.
He
fooled
everybody in the stadium again with that play fake.
Fooled me too.
Yep,
I was watching the running back.
But again, now quickly into a third down. Cedar Park has gotten them into these a lot. They've converted their first one on this possession, 1 for 9.
Yeah, let's end that habit. Oh boy, that's getting annoying. 3rd down and 6 from their 40, near the right half. Back to throw is Medina. Throws deep down the right sideline, way too far for anybody.
I mean,
George Wheeler with the coverage, but that was well over the receiver's head. He was hip to hip with it.
Yeah, great coverage by Wheeler too. He was right there, step by step, step for step with the wide receiver. Excellent work by from the Black Rain to force this punt.
Yeah, that was a huge possession for the Black Rain to get off the field, and Houston Molinaro now. Hopefully, I mean they've got good hang time on these punts. I would love to see him get an opportunity to return one.
They've only got 96 yards of total offense outside the 76-yard pass and the 62-yard run.
We had to burn a quick timeout because we had too many men
Too
on the
many
field.
people? Well, we'll keep it here and watch the punt. That leaves us with 2. Up 21-13, 4:43 left in the third. That's a little less than 17 minutes left in the game. See if we can check on some of these other scores for you while we're waiting for this.
At Academy Sports and Outdoors, back to school means back to sports. And from graphic tees to football cleats, they have everything you need to make this your best year yet. Swing by your local Academy store or shop online at academy.com, and you can find all the hottest styles from top brands like Nike, Adidas, Under Armour, and Vans, all at a price you'll love. So if you want game-changing gear, start here at Academy Sports.
Liberty Hill. Oh, sorry.
No, that was it. No, I've messed that up.
Liberty Hill now up 28-7 on Bastrop. Cedar Ridge trailing Lake Travis 31-7. We'll give you more scores here in a little bit. 4th down, a punting formation, but like Josh said, Keep everything in front of you. You have Molinaro back. They're going to go for it. Deep over the middle, and they caught the ball.
Oh, what a hit.
He fumbled it.
40. Did he fumble it?
Oh, he fumbled that ball.
Let me see. I don't know if they're going to say he
they're
fumbled
marking
it or
him
not.
down.
I think they're marking him down.
Oh, my gosh. That was the best hit I've ever seen in my life. Textbook hat on the football. Caught that thing out into his hands. That should be a fumble.
20-yard gain as it stands, and that's what they're going to call it.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, wow. Where's the replay screen at Bob Shelton?
Please.
We need to update.
That was a crunch, man.
That's a huge momentum swinger now as the Jags are
Sure
going to get
could be.
first
Now,
and 10.
we could stop him in the next 4 plays. Who knows? But at the moment, it looks like could be quite a momentum swinger.
Wow. Yeah, I'd love to watch the film on that one.
I'm not sure how a guy gets that wide open in the middle when it looks like a fake punt formation. Okay. Well, that explains that. Back to throws Medina on first down. Flush from the pocket, running to the right side. Throws in the sidelines. Does he make the catch or not?
I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it to me. I don't see a referee saying there's a catch.
Jake McAnally coming in like a missile on that quarterback, putting the shot on him right when he throws that ball. Quarterback's getting pressured, man. He's not liking these hits he's taking.
Yeah, quarterback, that needs to be the game plan. Put him on the turf every single play, and Jake McAnally is definitely taking that responsibility personally.
Break that sternum, as it were. 2nd and 10 from the 39, just outside the 39. Gives the end coming around. Going to have some running room. Turns the corner, and he's going to get down to about the 30. That should be enough for the first down. The 29, 11 yards on the run by Ethan McAllister.
Got upset alert in 5A-D2. Coach Carl Absek putting number 2 Fort Bend Marshall on upset alert. 28-21 in the third.
Trailing or winning?
Leading.
Winning. Go Carl. 1st and 10. 29-yard line, left hash. Kelly in motion, left to right. Rolling. Gonna throw back to the left. Has a man. He's gonna be hit at the 18. Come up the left sideline. Can he get by him? Nope, can't. Out to the 40-yard line. 22-yard return. I'm still looking for the numbers. Putney.
Michael Putney just watched that right into his hands, man.
He did.
It was dove season for Michael Putney. It was a great play design by the Jags. They tried to create all this motion rolling towards the right with the trailing wheel route, and Michael Putney just stayed at home. Too much air under that football. Another interception for the senior, and a very timely one that really negates that 4th down conversion.
Because that's the guy he faked to out of the backfield, and it looked like he was coming free on the wheel route, wide open. But the throw had too much air and time under it. Putney just sat there waiting for it. 1st and 10, Timberwolves. 3:49 left in the third. Their own 40. Right hash. Pell. Rolling left. Throws. Complete out to that side. He can't get much out of it. It's going to be maybe a yard gain. Was that Cody?
It was.
Cody Marshall, maybe a yard to the 41.
And Pell, man, that was such an accurate throw on the run. It was in front of the Cody Marshall so he could turn and run and locate the tacklers. Beautiful ball.
So here we are again in the situation. We're back to throw. Good protection. He throws. Has a man on the sideline. It's not a good throw. He's out of bounds.
It was holding.
Wide open for a 14-yard gain. Cecil sees a flag and thinks it's holding.
Yeah, Carter Well is the intended receiver, and it looked like Cody Marshall also bailed on his route and started coming back to locate Pell. And if he would have found Cody, that would have been open for an easy 15-yarder. Oh, yeah, this defensive end that got that last personal foul, or I guess it was the face mask or whatever, he is, or it was the personal foul unsportsmanlike. He is getting a little too emotional. I would try to attack him.
What number is that you're looking?
56.
5'6".
Defensive end on our end.
Keep an eye on Gaga Patrick.
He's definitely feeling it tonight.
I'd be pissed if my mom named me Gaga, too.
That's an all-namer.
Okay, so for Cedar Park, 2nd and long, at about their 31. Pell. It's going to be a quarterback draw to the left side. Not much there. Maybe he'll get 4. Maybe they'll give him 5.
I thought that was going to be the right call, too, an empty formation, sending Kevin Adams out of the backfield. So you think Johnson's expecting the deep ball, and they just did a great job of coming down the line of scrimmage, stringing Pell to the sideline.
3rd and 15. Back to throw is Josh Pell. Good protection.
Oh, get at him.
Has a man wide open, but he overthrows him. The 3rd touchdown pass that we have missed out on tonight. Gosh, we can't let that come back and bite us.
And the problem, and the thing is all these off-target throws have been from a clean pocket, from a clean, I guess technique you would say. It looks like Pell's throwing off of that back foot. Really.
They look good when they
through.
come out of his hand.
Right.
Some are short and some are long. 3:03 left in the 3rd. We're going to have to give the ball up. Not really. We could have run right there for a first down again. There's the kick.
Fair catch.
Caught at about the 35. So that will be a 10, 20, 30, 29-yard punt into the wind.
And the battle of field position continues as the Jags hold up strong on defense. Now the Black Rain going to come out here, and all the momentum you got to feel like is coming back onto the Jags side with an opportunity to go tie this game up potentially.
Winner of this game is probably going to have to hit the road next week. Play the winner of Angleton and Friendswood, 2 traditional powers that are both kind of pushing through mediocre seasons this year like we are. Quarterback goes free to the right side, and he's got some room. The 40, the 35, the 30. A big gainer, 10, 20, 30, 5 yards by Aiden Rodriguez takes the direct snap.
That was a speedster right there, and just great downfield blocking, sealing the linebackers, and Rodriguez didn't have to even make a move until he got to the safety level.
So 1st and 10, 30-yard line. He takes it this time, too. And
they motioned the quarterback, Medina, out of the backfield. And
well, that wasn't Medina. That was 22, the running back, Devin Blackwell.
Number 10, right there in the slot on the hash.
Oh, he's got onto the hash. I was looking at the guy who moved out of the backfield.
So this is interesting if they're just going to try to go Wildcat. And
I know it's...
Because that worries me.
Because it's confusing to us.
Yes.
Except for one run by Medina, we have handled their offense. At least their running offense. Haven't been too bad against the passing.
Delay game on the defense.
Yeah, it doesn't happen very often, but of course it's going to happen to us tonight. It's usually when you're messing with the ball. It's just hard to think you'd do that. But anyway, I guess we did. So 1st and 5. If I'm them, I throw to the end zone. But they're back to that cat formation. It goes through him, and he goes back and downs it at the 41.
That's a huge loss.
Loss on the play is 16 yards that you have to charge to Aiden Rodriguez.
Yeah, that was a very timely error for the Timberwolf Black Rain. And I guess snapping to Medina, Rodriguez is a little bit shorter by a couple inches.
This one went out to the side.
Yeah,
went out to his right. So 2nd and long.
They're sticking with Rodriguez at quarterback.
This is interesting. He's got it, and he's running left side. And there's nobody near him, and I do not understand this. Nobody has touched him yet. The 10, the 5, somebody finally touches him. He goes out of bounds, and they face mask him in the touch. So I don't understand this, guys. I don't know how you can run that far and not have anybody anywhere near him.
Yeah, that was 2nd and 21 and almost scored from 41 yards out, and they didn't disguise anything. When you see that guy is in the game at quarterback, Medina accounts for 79% of the offense, so it's obviously a red flag that this is a one-dimensional play now. That's very frustrating.
I just don't get it how in this team of 9-5-90 we have no one anywhere near the ball for 40 yards.
I mean, and technically speaking, Christian Cockrell did a great job outside linebacker. He did his job by getting outside contained, but that cut upfield, he was gone.
Well, that's the place to have a face mask penalty. It's a 1-yard penalty from the 2 to the 1.
Got a heavy set package, number 49, and on the offense, a big blocking back.
14 takes a direct snap. Kelly, he hurdles over everybody and into the end zone for the touchdown. Will they go for 2? Points have been hard to come by. I would if I were them.
They're going for 2. They're keeping the offense on the field, but there is an injured player on the field. Looks like an offensive lineman from the Jags.
Well, let's see what goes on. Band stopped playing.
Stadium announcer said that there was a penalty, but I think it was just an injured player.
I agree. I never saw a flag. Did you see some?
No, sir.
And that was Jake McAnally down for us, actually. He's up under his own power.
Good. We need him. Not just the rest of the night. Need him next week, too.
And it looks like they're changing their play call going for 1.
That doesn't make sense.
That doesn't make sense.
Down by 2 to down by 1. You don't change the fact you need a field goal to win, or a field goal can win.
Why not try
But you can still lose if nobody ever scores again. I'd try for 2. The field goal, if you miss it, could still win. If you make it, you're tied, and you're not losing. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. So watch for a fake right here somehow. Maybe they got a fake 2-point play out of the place kick formation.
We've already blocked 1.
Yeah, good point. Nice to get another one. The snap. They are faking it. Aiden is running to the right side, and they stopped him. Outstanding. Well, we called that one. Didn't make sense that they were going to try to kick.
I just don't understand, though.
And they
keep your offense on the field.
Yeah, just keep your offense on the field if you're going to do it. You have way better chance than with a kicking unit.
Yeah. All right, 1:53 left in the third. We're still ahead, not by as much, 21-19. We'll be right back after this.
At Toyota of Cedar Park engages the latest equipment and technology to ensure their Toyota certified technicians work quickly and efficiently on your cars, trucks, and SUVs. Using genuine OEM parts, of course, and from college graduates and military rebates to service agreements that keep your Toyota running smoothly, their finance team will provide you with all the information you need. They are excited to be your Toyota dealer here in Cedar Park. That's Toyota of Cedar Park at toyotaofcedarpark.com.
Welcome back, Cedar Park Football, the Vype Live Network. Brad Cohn here along with Josh Willard. Cecil Kokenauer, Daniel Garrigan is our QA. 1:53 on the clock in the third, 21-19 now, Cedar Park. And the Jaguars kick off. Win behind them deep into the end zone. They come back out to the 25. First and 10 Timberwolves.
We talk about in the playoff runs and kind of started back in when Coach Ross was here, but whenever the playoffs happen, it's the end of the freshman and the JV season, and so it's an opportunity to bring some of those younger guys along for the road trips to see what that game day experience is like. And actually on that kickoff return, we had back number 85, Gavin Chapa, sophomore wide receiver that's pulled up from the JV.
He's been back for every kickoff tonight, but they're either kicking them short or out of the end zone, so we haven't really not had any kickoff returns. First and 10 Timberwolves there, 25 left hash. 3 receivers right, 1 left. He throws to that guy. Complete. It's going to be good for the first. That was Houston Molinaro, about 11 yards.
And that was that kickoff return, man, ideology right there. Did not hesitate as soon as he got that ball, just took off to the races.
20th first down of the game, but we're only winning by 2 points. Pell gives.
That's a
running back. 9 yards left side. I think that was Nicholson. Yep,
and
Tyree.
I love that play design, too, because you get Pell rolling with that mesh to that side, and he can pull that and go up the A or B gap, or you can extend it to the outside.
Fake to Tyree, throwing left side at the sideline. That was intended for Molinaro. A little bit overthrown.
A little bit overthrown, definitely into traffic. I know that was probably the keyed route when the play was called, but you have to read it still. You've got to go through your progression. There was some opportunities on the backside.
3rd and 1. This is a must. Gives to Tyree. He'll have the first down going to the left side, and he gets across the 50 down to the 47. Great run for Tyree Nicholson of 14 yards.
That was a big man's run right there, and he was bouncing off defenders as he held on to the ball with 2 hands, ball security.
I'm not sure why I said 14. It was 8 yards. 21st first down. Throw. Almost pick 6. Hit our guy Edwards right in the hands. Skimmed off those hands, went another 5 yards into the hands of number 5, Noah Vasquez. He didn't think it was coming. He wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, that was Joseph Edwards' now second drop. He had that other one earlier in the game where that would have been an easy touchdown, and that one right there could have coughed it up to the other team, but wisely the football gods are on our side on that one.
It hurts that we have left 3 touchdowns uncaught.
Oh, got him wide open right there.
Oh, he's got him, and he throws a pick. He loses short. That would have been the 4th touchdown. Susan was talking about the receiver 5 yards behind everybody down the left sideline. All he had to do was put in his hands, left it short, and a guy who had been beaten by 5 yards gets a pick. Nothing hacks me off.
Just throws that ball short. He puts a little more air under that thing, and that's a touchdown.
Well, and it was because it was a fake run to the left side. So, again, Josh Pell being a right-handed quarterback, he threw that not from a clean stance. So it was off target, drifting to the left towards the sideline, right where that defender is, where our receiver had him beat over the top in the middle. If he bends that ball just towards the numbers, not on the sideline, that's a cakewalk.
Couldn't have turnovers, couldn't have big plays. We've given up turnovers, we've given up big plays. So it's 21-19. That was the 4th touchdown that we just left on the field. We would be up 49-19 right now if those 4 passes were completed.
The play calling, though, has gotten a little bit better. We got a little lazy there.
I don't mind the play calling,
and we've gotten a lot more creative. We're still pushing the ball down the field. I like to think that we're going to get some more opportunities for how easy they're coming. And again, they're switching Medina out, Rodriguez quarterback.
Yeah, I would too. That was confusing us. Here goes Rodriguez from the Wildcat, runs left side, and still nobody touches him. Guy goes 10 yards before anybody touches him. And he ends up with 15 and a first down out to the 47.
This is like in practice when the coach says, run the same play over again. And the offensive player's like, no,
so
I don't want to because the
you.
defense knows where I'm going. But the offense is still executing. What are we doing, guys?
I don't know. The last 3 times he has run that play for 89 yards, a 29.67 yard per carry average on that play. So I just do it again. This time they're back to the normal formation now. But they give it to him on a split, and we don't tackle him. Stop him for a yard, and he goes forward for 4.
My goodness.
Jet sweep.
This guy is running with such tenacity right now, and I wouldn't do anything but feed him the rock, and that looks like it's going to be the last play of the third.
7 seconds, and they're coming over. It is the last play of the third. 21-19 Cedar Park after 3, but a tenuous, tremulous lead. We're not doing some things right. We've got to clean it up in the 4th quarter. We'll be right back.
Army Ant Moving calls Cedar Park home for movers that residents and businesses can rely on. For outstanding moving expertise and trustworthy estimates, Army Ant Moving stands above the rest. Their reputation speaks for itself. They've received the Angie's List Superior Service Award for the last 2 years. Their movers are highly trained and experienced. So whether you need to move your household to a new home across town or an entire corporate office to a new location, your valuables are in knowledgeable and reliable hands with Army Ant Moving Company. Check them out at armyantmoving.com.
In the battle for barbecue supremacy, warriors pit prime meats, secret sauces, and recipes against one another. Yet one champion stands alone. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, in the modern-day vernacular, where bad means good. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue as the worst barbecue in Texas.
To the 4th quarter we go, all on the line. 2nd down and 6. They run to the right side. They get 11 to the 39 of Cedar Park and a first down.
Jackson Fortney makes the open field tackle from that linebacker position, and if he doesn't make that tackle, that's an easy touchdown right there. Injured Timberwolf down on the field. That's Luke Kaharski.
Oh, we can't be missing him.
Looking like he's nursing that calf and ankle area.
Hopefully it's just a cramp. He's actually kind of behaving like it's a cramp. They're helping him up, and he's kind of hobbling off. Still kind of looks like a cramp that he's trying to work out. It's about the best we could come of that. All on the line here for 1 quarter. Minus 5 seconds. We got to just make sure we're not outscored by more than 1.
We're starting the 4th quarter of our game. Coach Joe Willis is at halftime over his tough opponent in the first round. They're up 28-21 at halftime, and whoever they're playing is number 25 in 6A. So they've got a big matchup. This is all coming from our inside analyst, Paul Beeman.
I think let's look and see if we know something about the Georgetown Dripping Springs game, because they just announced a score here that everybody screamed at.
Lucas Lovejoy 63-7 at half.
Ooh, gosh! All right, here we go. First down, 39-yard line, right hash. Back to throw is Medina. Under some pressure, he's going to run. Got a lot of room to run, but he falls down. Tripped over the 35-yard line and fell to the 32. Second down.
And that linebacker that was sitting there waiting for him was number 32, and that's Charlie Glenn, the senior linebacker. And it's to make of note, have not seen Jake McAnally check back in, and he is that spying linebacker on Medina, who's had a great job all night, forcing him to make bad throws, rush that progression. Well. We really need that leadership right now, and going to need to have 32 step up big.
11-12 on the clock. Second down, 3. Aiden Rodriguez gets the call. This time we stop him for 2, just short of the first down at the 30. That was Charlie Glenn again.
Exactly who we just called on, and he did a great job coming right down the line of scrimmage and just planting Rodriguez into the turf, and he is limping very badly after that hit.
And after averaging 29.67 yards a carry prior to the last 2 carries, he got 4 and 2. Maybe we have plugged a finger in that dike.
Georgetown 35, Drip 21 at half.
Wow. 3rd and 1 from the 30.
1 for 10 on third down conversions tonight.
Let's make it 1 for 11. Back to throw, quarterback. Short of it. There's a flag. What was the flag? Hopefully it was a hold or a bad block of some sort. They threw it right where he was tackled. No gain on the play. What's the call?
God, that spot looks favorable. No, that looks short. That looks short.
I think he got farther than that. And I think it's an unfavorable spot from their point of view. I thought he got to the 30-yard line.
Cedar Park coaches are clapping.
Yeah, that's too close to go for 4th and 1 yard, so let's make it 3rd and 11 instead of 4th and 1.
I love it.
Good decision by the coaches.
And a great job, too, and it was Big Murd, number 94.
Swallowed
outside pressure did great, making Medina step up, and it looked like Murray was maybe on the ground and kind of just stuck that big paw up to trip him up. A big-time play, and please do not let 11 get loose. I don't know why I'm so scared of him getting the rock.
3rd and 11 from the 40. They need our 29 left hash. Medina with the snap. Looking right. Throwing right.
Holding!
Complete in the backfield. Holding. No flag. Right in front of where the catch was made. As Kelly gets 6. He needed a lot more than that. It'll be 4th and 5.
My goodness, Michael Putney trying to buy a
no doubt
flag
about
out
it.
here.
No doubt about it.
Completely beat his receiver on the block, and I'm sorry, receivers are, I was a former wideout. We're not the best blockers. And right there, Putney definitely looked like he beat his man, was being held by the jersey.
4th and 5. 9:44 left in the game. Jaguars down by 2 to the Timberwolves. They're going to go for it.
And we're going to need a big play right here on this empty formation. Backup middle linebacker Charlie Glenn is going to have to wrap up Medina.
Medina in the backfield with nobody else. Back to throw. Looking over the middle. Throws, and it is caught. Right into traffic. Josh, the guy was not even looking for the ball, and the instant it showed up, he had turned his head and, oh, surprise, I'll catch it.
Yeah, I thought the umpire was playing a role in the defensive scheme right there. I thought it's kind of a rough pick route right around the middle of the field, and how he made that catch in traffic. That's the best catch of his life.
Sure was.
Wow.
1st and 10 now. Driving for the lead, the Johnson Jaguars. They're at the 17, right hash. Quarterback fakes, keeps it himself. He'll run it down to about the 12 for 5 yards. We should have stopped him after 1.
Flag on the opposite side. And are they going to get this receiver maybe for unsportsmanlike?
Well, what do you think he did?
He was throwing his arms up at the referee when he was walking away, and now he's getting an earful from a coach.
You might have it then. Let's see what the call is. The referee is very diminutive. He can get lost in that crowd out there.
Taking a long time. Oh, I'd love a 15-yarder. Wow.
Jaden Gonzalez, wide receiver. Well, you saw it.
And I'm not joking. That was the backside receiver on George Wheeler. The play went away from them.
George must have said something good.
You love that, but oh my gosh, that is an insane penalty. I would just go straight to the locker room.
It's a 1st down out at the 27. They need the 7.
Let's see if they move Medina out.
1st and 20. Aiden Rodriguez is standing next to Medina, and there's another running back there. They got 3 in the backfield.
10 seconds on the play
Shifting
clock.
possessions, 8 seconds. They'll get it away okay. There it is. Back to throw. Running right side, and the throw into the end zone. Nobody there. There were 3 Timberwolves and 2 Jaguars. Ball came down near none of them.
The crowd's looking for a PI call, but none's going to be thrown there. That was a
Ball's
good
5
defense.
yards out of bounds.
Yeah, how are you going to catch it in lane 1? But a great job, though, and right there, that was Charlie Glenn, the backup middle linebacker. Medina gets out of the pocket. Glenn steps up to go force that throw. That's what we need from that spying linebacker. We can't have Medina go have time to find the next open receiver. We got to keep him focused on trying to navigate through traffic.
3 more yards, and they will pass us in total offense. That is hard to believe. Back to throw. Sack! Outstanding, a loss of 5, back to the 32.
Oh, that's huge.
Big Murr!
Big Murr.
Great job, and it looked like they brought some middle pressure. Medina has had the pocket collapse around the outside where he steps up to avoid pressure. He steps up this time, but because of that middle pressure that we brought, it looked like Jackson Fortney just caused a lot of traffic. There was no room to go.
3rd and 24 from the 32. They need the 7 for a first down.
Medina out at split end.
Which just means there's going to be a run for 39 yards and a touchdown. There goes 11. Aiden Rodriguez running left side.
Not this time.
Finally get to him. It's going to be a loss of a yard on the play. Josh, you see who made the play.
It looked like we had Ian Ferguson trailing, but it looks like the bottom of the pile is number 46, Christian Cockrell, and number 94, Big Murr.
Wow, they're actually going to give him a yard. Looked to me like he lost a yard.
God, and I'm telling you, this punter and field goal kicker has some leg, and they're lining up to kick it.
Against a brisk wind. Wind be on our side.
It's a 47-yarder.
From the 31.
Holy cow.
That means they're short. Go block it. They're a yard short in their setup, Josh. They're 6 yards back and not 7. From the 37, a 47-yarder into the wind. There was motion on the right side of their line. The kick is away. There's no flag. He's got distance.
That's good.
And it's good. And they committed a false start that was not flagged. Either the guy next to the center or the one right outside of him started to stand up and put his hand back down. Then they snapped the ball.
That was an exceptional kick, and the Jags took a
47 yards
1-point
into the
lead.
wind. Wow.
Wow.
All right, 6:57 left. We trail 22-21. We'll be right back.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like...
All right, back to the action. A short kickoff caught at the 30 and run to about the 33 and out of bounds. That's where Cedar Park will start. This Carter Wall.
Cedar Park has an opportunity now, and we've got to put something together on this drive. And that interception on that last possession, Cedar Park was moving the ball at will, and that took the sails out of this offense for sure. So we've got to get some good plays strung together. Would love some powerful runs by KA.
Got to make some adjustments on that Wildcat play with 11, Aiden Rodriguez. 1st and 10. Pell, the 34 left half. 6:55 in the game, down 1. Playing for the playoff lives. I'd already said complete. Hit him in the hands. And he dropped it off on the right side.
It was the right read for sure. It was intended for Houston Molinaro. Had a good downfield blocking from his receivers on the screen. And, I mean, that was just slapped down.
2nd down. Clock stopped at 6:50. 3 receivers right. Gives to the running back into the line. A nice run. Adams backs his way to 10 yards.
That's a first down.
Out to the 44. Kevin Adams, another man's run.
A very inspiring run right there. Got some help from the Doughboys on that second push right there. We need some big runs like that from the senior.
I don't mind putting it in Adams' hand at the moment. He's fresh. Only got 10 carries tonight. Back to throw is Pell. Good protection. Throws over the middle. Should have been picked.
And
I think he was going for well, but it's well off the mark.
He had Carterwell open in the seam, but a trailing Cody Marshall from the backside was taking the top off the coverage. If he holds for another second, he has Cody for a touchdown.
Not a bad streak for Pell right now. 1 for his last 6 for 11 yards and a pick. Throws right side. This one complete. Should be the first down. That's going to be 12 yards, and it goes to Cody Marshall.
A big pickup for first down inside Jack's territory. 6:20 on the clock. I'm moving with pace here. I'm moving with pace.
Marshall now 8 catches, 135 yards. This one, Adams again up the middle, putting his head down, gets 9 to the 35.
They're going to give him the first there, it looks like.
Let's go.
Are they really? I see everybody standing at the 35.
No, they didn't mark him short.
We got Tyree Spelling, Kevin Adams.
2 running backs in the backfield. We don't see that very often. This is actually a give to Cody Marshall. He's going to go for the first down to the right side.
There's that first.
2.
That's 3 really quick first downs by the Cedar Park offense. Love the confidence they're moving with. Got to keep this momentum and confidence up.
5:48 and ticking. First down on their 34 right half. Into the line. Running back looks like it's Tyree. Not much. Maybe a yard to the 33.
And Tyree did all he could. It was completely clogged going to the right side, so he bounces back to go left side, but just gets stood up. Gives the Jags plenty of time to go there for that gang tackle.
Tyree still the back in there. Cody slot near side. Nichols slot far side. Play action fake. Throwing right side. Down the sideline as a man. Is it Molinaro? They're going to say he dropped the ball. I think
that was right in his hands.
I think he was actually sliding in the end zone when it came out. Man, that looked like a touchdown to me. Nevertheless, that's the 5th touchdown pass we have left on the field tonight.
And it was a beautiful play because Houston Molinaro just blew by his defender, and Josh Pell didn't put any air on that. He put it on a rope. There's a flag down at the 30.
Yeah, he just dropped it down there. I saw that. He just nonchalantly dropped that over there on the 30.
Let's see what the flag is. Is it on our 30 or theirs? I mean, on our side or their side?
It's on our side.
That's probably going to be some sort of comment. Oh, well, now it doesn't matter they didn't catch the ball.
Yeah.
An eligible man downfield moves Cedar Park down.
Man, I love taking shots down the field. It just keeps the defense honest. And Houston Molinaro has that breakaway speed. We need to find Weapon X over the middle as well.
We need to keep doing. We got to hit one of them tonight.
Yeah,
we've missed on 5 of them. Yeah, they were there to be had. We've missed on 5 of them. Back to throws Pell. Runs to the left side. Still looking. Has a man.
He picked it.
It's picked, but he's out of bounds. There it is. He got it.
He said he was motioning incomplete.
Oh my goodness.
What is going on? Now what was interesting there is
pretty clearly out of bounds.
Tyree Nicholson was in the flats. He immediately turns to start blocking when he sees Pell out of the pocket. It looked like Pell had enough for the first down if he would have tucked and run.
Goodness gracious. That's bad luck. Ball was thrown out of bounds, caught out of bounds, and they give them credit for an interception. Things are not looking good. 5:04 left in the game. Still down 1. Now they've got the ball at their 27 right half. Quarterback keeps not much to the 29.
My face mask.
2 yards. Another flag.
Oh my gosh. And that was one of those football plays. Big Murr wasn't even going for that face mask. It was so incidental. Oh my gosh. Man.
Let's see what the call is for certain here. Yep.
burn an early timeout at the beginning of the half because of 12 men on the field, so we've got 2. They still got all 3. Cedar Park, we're still only down by 1. Just don't give up any points. Don't let them go any further. No more first downs.
5 penalties for 36 yards on Cedar Park just in the second half. 1st and 10, Jags at their 44 between the hash marks. 3 receivers right. Play action fake. Rolling right. Just puts it up for grabs.
Come back.
Off. And he does not make the catch. Putney, if he could have known to turn, he could have picked it off easily.
I was trying to tell him to get back. But he didn't hear me.
And it was a great job though by that pass rush. They got back to Medina in a hurry, and it wasn't just one. It was
he was surprised. He was surprised back there. He turned, looked, and then they were right there in his face. He had to move and wasn't able to get enough under that ball.
That was a dead duck.
2 more downs. We got to get 3 more downs.
Several shotgun barrels went up in the crowd looking at that pass. 4:44 left. 2nd 10. Quarterback keeps left side, all kinds of room. Got the first down and more. Drags players all the way to the 33.
Brendan Payne had him there, right in the dead in the right at the mesh behind the line of scrimmage, and it looked like Medina just put on some jet boosters and gained an extra 2 steps really quickly, and a big first down inside Cedar Park territory and flirting with the field goal kicker's range.
Well, they began this half with just 4 first downs, only 2 of them earned. They've got 14 now. Still trailing us by quite a bit in that category, but leading on the scoreboard. Give on the jet sweep coming to this right side. They've got him. It'll be a loss of about a yard. They're going to give him the line. He never made the line.
Yeah, it's a favorable spot for sure. But nonetheless, great job sniffing it out. Surprised Medina didn't keep that one.
Yeah, me too. Looked like he didn't quite make the right read. Thank you.
They're milking the clock now under 4 minutes.
2nd and 10 from the 33 of Cedar Park, right half. Nobody has left this stadium. 3:41 in ticking. Now, if I'm them, I take a long time between plays.
Absolutely.
12 on the shot clock. They should take it down to 2 or 1 before they snap it. There's the snap. Medina running over the left guard. Comes back to the right side now. Down inside the 20 to the 19. 14 yards in the first down.
Another first down, and stops the clock for just a second to move those chains. Clock moving now under 3:20.
As we're seeing another version of a late collapse. Before we were on the way to take the lead to win the game late in the game. Now we had a 9-point or 8-point lead late in the game and haven't done anything since. Trailing by 1. 3 minutes left in the game.
Rodriguez at quarterback.
Another first down might just about win this thing.
Oh my goodness.
Left side, nobody's touching.
That's a touchdown.
All the way into the end zone. That's about it. 19 yards, folks. A guy that we cannot seem to touch. I don't know why they didn't try that in the first half.
Got to get home and block this kick. Keep it at 7 points.
Yeah. Not the only chance here.
Oh man. Turnovers are killing us right now, Brad.
Yeah. And lack of tackling again.
Yep. And did a great job in the first half, even through the first 3 quarters. And again, it's just in this 4th quarter, it seems like the guys have just kind of ran out of gas.
We have a 3-quarter football team, it's starting to look like. Can we block it? Done it before. It's up, and it's through. 2:48 left in the game. Timberwolves now trailing 29-21. We'll be right back.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages. With creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
Welcome back to Cedar Park Football on the Vype Live Network. The Willard of Oz here along with Brad Cohn, Cecil Kokenauer, and Daniel Garrigan, our QA. And with 2:48 to go, the Johnson Jags take an 8-point lead, 29-21. Cedar Park has got to get into the end zone, but that touchdown, Brad, really does help the clock situation.
We've been outscored 22-7 since the middle of the second quarter. Here it comes, down at about the 26. Looks like Cody, maybe?
Carter,
well, 4 yards to the 30. That's where we'll start with 2:44.
We have the offense. We've had the plays all night to take them deep, so I'm not worried that if we have the right play in the playbook. We've had about 5 of them tonight. So Cedar Park continues, just needs to keep pushing and show that resiliency.
No blown touchdown passes. We'd have 5 people. We've had 5 blown touchdown passes. We should have 49 points. We could have completed those passes. Some of the throw was wrong. Some of them weren't caught that should have been. 1st and 10. Back goes Pell. Running to the right side on a roll. Still looking. Throws to the right side. Hits a man for a gain of about 6 on the sideline and out of bounds to stop the clock. That was Joseph Edwards.
Joseph Edwards makes the toughest catch of the night. Makes it in traffic right on the sideline. Gets that toe down.
Back to the line. 2:36. The clock stopped on that play. 36-yard line. 2nd and 4. Pell. It'll be a quarterback draw. He'll have the first down up the middle. Get out to the 48-yard line. And that's a 12-yard gain.
Yeah, dude, that was a lot of extracurriculars down there on the sideline.
Yeah,
on the field
that.
with Grant Nichols and then also number 7, Ashton Strasser. Shout out to the officiating crew for not throwing any penalties, just letting that one settle down.
They unfizzle. First down, Timberwolves. They're 25th. Back to throw. Complete. Right side guys all over and caught it anyway. That was Marshall for 4.
Good catch in traffic. That corner did a great job, though, reading it. And if he kind of would have pump faked on that stop route, he had a screaming Joseph Edwards down the sideline. But an interesting defensive front. Oh, never mind. Check that. I thought they had 3 deep safeties.
2nd and 6 or 7. Back to throw. Pumps. Takes it down and runs. He's going to get 2. It's going to be 3rd and about 4.
And that's what they looked like they were trying to do. They looked like they ran that exact same play, pump faking to that stop route, and then going over the top.
1:45 left in the game. 3rd and about 5. More than 4, less than 5. At the 47-yard line, right half. Trips left, twins right. No one in the backfield with Josh Pell. Back to throw. He throws right. Has a man. It's Marshall. It'll be good for the first, out of bounds at the 40. Gain of 7.
Great job by Cody Marshall in the awareness to get out of bounds, but a good throw by Josh Pell on time in a hurry.
26 first down.
10
First and 10 at the 40.
10 for 16 on 3rd.
Trips left, twins right. Back to throw is Pell. Some pressure coming. He steps up. He's going to run. He'll get a couple maybe. He's going to go out of bounds around the 30.
Late hit.
Oh, and a late hit. But it's on the Johnson sideline, and there's no flag thrown.
Oh my gosh! I wasn't born yesterday.
Pell was a good 8 to 10 feet out of bounds when they hit him down.
That was
wow.
That was piss poor. Piss poor refereeing. I don't care if the UIL hears that. 2nd and 8. Trip to the right, twins to the left. Pell, button hook. Right seam, complete. It's going to go down to about the 31. So that's a gain of about 7. They need a yard. Who got the pass?
That was Grant Nichols. And Cedar Park burning a timeout, holding on to 1 left with 1:11 to play. That was a good job by Grant Nichols. He had some outside leverage on that outside linebacker, so as soon as he catches, he goes straight upfield and delivers a blow into the safety. Almost gets the first. But, man, we're knocking on the door, Brad.
1:11 left. Trailing by 8. We got to put the ball over the goal line twice, basically, to not lose, or at least not lose right now. We got only 1 timeout. We're 31 yards away, near the left hash.
And we've been attacking the sidelines so much, and that little dump pass we just did over the middle to Grant Nichols, I might try to find some soft area right in between the backers and the safeties, especially. I love when I get Cody Marshall over the middle, so I'd love to find him streaking somewhere.
And I want to win this game for many reasons. One of them would be we're 5 yards short of 500 yards. I don't want to have 2 games in a row with over 500 yards offense and they're both losses.
and 26 first downs. It's ridiculous.
1-11, down 8. 3rd and 1 at the 31.
I'm dialing up a Houston Molinaro quick 3-step route right here. Get somebody in space open with speed.
Pell back to throw, looking over the middle. Oh! Throws it incomplete. Led well by 5 yards too much.
And I feel like that's, again, just having a designated route already in your mind before the snap. You have to look at what the defense is giving you. That safety stayed down, and Houston Molinaro was down the sideline. I'd rather take that one-on-one than a traffic throw into 2.
Folks, if this play doesn't gain a yard, this is the last play on offense for Cedar Park in 2021. 4th and 1. 2 receivers right, none left. Pell gives to Adams. Adams will have the first down. And a little more. All the way inside the 25 to the 23.
Stops the clock for just a second, right at a minute. Good job by Kevin Adams. Got contact at the line, but nobody, this senior, he wants it. Give it to him.
56-55. Now the clock ticking again. Cedar Park trying to get set. 1st and 10, about the 23. Back to throw is Pell. Looking across. It's a touchdown from 23 yards out. Cedar Park in position to tie this game. Weapon X, Cody Marshall.
Oh my goodness, went with the same formation that they did on the 4th down play, and Pell did a great job of holding on the outside, coming back to the inside, beautifully designed, perfectly executed.
Now we got to pick up the 2 points.
Got to have 2 or the season is still over.
It might be worth it to burn the timeout.
It might be, to make sure you got what you want, and that looks like what they're going to do. We'll stay here and talk it over. Now, this team has not shown the propensity for the, if you're a man, get me the 2 points kind of play that we have seen in the past. So this is a little dicey. It's going to be very much more important what the call is before the guys just wanted it and they're going to muscle somebody over. This team doesn't do that well.
And that's because it's not as big as some of our Cedar Park teams in past, and so that's where I love where you get crossing routes. You get people moving laterally instead of just planting and squaring up. I loved our 2-point play that we had about 10 years ago. We would line up in a certain formation and then immediately switch to getting a heavy loaded formation on the opposite side.
Little Chinese fire drill.
Right, running a little rollout with your running back into the flats. You have 2 trailers on the back line. I think that does a great opportunity because it gets your man, if you're inside the red zone on the goal line, more than likely you're in man defense.
Chris Ross would run it too, that would line up in a double tight end wishbone. And then change to 4 wideouts to the right side. Yeah, nobody in the backfield.
I love that formation because I got to actually put my hand down at the start of the play.
All right, here we go for 2 for all the marbles, or at least to stay in this one. This doesn't win it, but it can avoid losing it at the moment.
It's the big package.
We don't do big package well. 2 guys shift to the left side. Pell running left. We get to the corner.
He's got it! He's got it!
Josh Pell is in. We're not dead yet, fellas. 29-29 with 45 seconds left. Unfortunately, number 11 can cover 100 yards in less than 45 seconds. Now we got to tackle the zone.
Let's go. It's all about resiliency. It's how you respond. This team has gone through so many ups and downs. I didn't like the play call at first, but this was a different wrinkle of that formation where we had Brendan Payne and Big Murr go in motion from right to left, and it's a designed quarterback run. It looked like Pell had blocking for days out in front, but I thought that trailer was going to trip him up right at the goal line. Pell able to maintain his balance and plow into the end zone to tie this thing up with 45 seconds left. Weapon X, man, that's another one for the highlight reel, too.
No kidding. 29-29. Cecil, are you getting the kind of goosebumps we got in San Angelo?
That's exciting, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's no lack of fight here by this Cedar Park team, man.
By any team for that matter. I mean, there's been times where the Jags could definitely.
Yeah, that's very true.
They stayed in this game. This is just an all-around great high school football game.
This is a fun one.
Cecil and I in San Angelo a couple of seasons ago saw Cedar Park trailing by 14 points with 53 seconds left in the game, and we won the game.
That was spectacular.
It's not impossible. I think we were hoarse talking at each other the whole 200-mile drive home that night. We were screaming so loud when all that was going on.
We need to get EMS over to Paul Beeman. He might be having a heart attack.
I might be having a heart attack. 45 seconds left, and we got a kickoff. We got the wind at our back. The Norwegian Nightmare swings a leg into it. It's a long one, bounces at the 5 and goes into the end zone. They'll start at the 25. 75 yards away from touchdown pay dirt. We saw their kicker kick one from 47 out. That's the 37-yard line. So about the 30-yard line to be in what we've proven tonight is his range. They're starting at the 25, so that's 10, 20, 30, that's all 45 yards, and they're in field goal range. They got 45 seconds to do it.
Yeah, and 3 timeouts, like you said. I mean, they've just got a lot of, good things, I guess you would say, on their side. So Cedar Park, play fundamental sound. You got to wrap up.
Then perhaps our first overtime game since the first round of the playoffs about 4 years ago against LBJ. This one's complete out of bounds at about the 33 for 8 yards to Kelly.
That was just a easy pitch and catch right on the sideline. Typical 2-minute drill play where you got a receiver pushing upfield, then breaking down back towards the sideline, and a very accurate throw by Medina.
Stop the clock at 41 seconds. Right hash, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end on the right side. Rolling to the short right side. Throwing out of bounds. Which they'll probably say he caught it. Oh, hey, what do you know? They noticed this guy was out of bounds. Incomplete.
The way you phrased that, I thought you were saying it was going to be complete. And I was like, oh my goodness, it would be.
37 seconds on a stop clock.
It was a great job again, though, by that pass rush. They were rushing Medina to get the ball out of his hands quickly, and that just made an off-target throw, and, quickly into a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 2. We get 2 stops here because they'll probably go for it on 4th. I don't know, they may think we're in field goal range. Maybe they won't go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Runs left, runs right. They sacked him at the 20. Outstanding play by the Black Rain. Great pressure.
We don't have a way to keep
We don't have any timeouts.
So
they'll just run it out.
Oh, there's a player hurt, though. It's one of our guys.
It's one of ours, so it's got to be a runoff of, 10?
10 seconds.
And we're at 23 when they stop the clock. Let's see. What is this?
Ooh.
Do you see who got the sack?
Christian Cockrell was there. There was 3 trailing defenders, and Medina, you could just see how frazzled he looked when he saw that rush in his face. And it just gets dead silent here on an injured player. Mad respect for the Jags.
They do. That's nice. 13 yards lost on that sack, and we have one of the better sack nights in a long time, Josh. 6 for 45 yards and losses.
I want to say 8 is the game record.
I don't know. It's not one I got loaded in my head. David Bowman and Stephanie Austin taking off number 16.
Cockrell.
Oh, I thought it was a 16.
46?
Oh, 46. That was 16. Yeah, Cockrell.
Looks like Coach Apsick wins first round against number 2 Fort Bend Marshall, 41-21.
Wow,
Nice.
that's outstanding.
It's all about
20
Good job,
points
Coach.
up on the number 2 team. So here we go, 4th and 25, 13 seconds on the clock. They did run off the 10 seconds. Are they actually going to go for it? I think that's foolish.
They're just lining up. Maybe catch them sleeping.
Oh, now they wound the clock, and they didn't have to take it. So we're going to overtime. We're going to take a short break, and we'll come back and do overtime.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
You know the Alzer family. They've been involved in Cedar Park sports for years, just as Alzer's Barbecue has been involved in Cedar Park cuisine for years. It's one-of-a-kind, authentic Texas barbecue. Brisket, turkey, chicken, lamb, terrific sides and sauces. It's sheer succulence. That's Alzer's Barbecue, next to the Shell Station on 1431, just east of Lakeline. Open Friday through Sunday, every weekend.
At WaFd Bank, formerly Washington Federal, working together isn't new for us. We've been awarded America's Best Big Bank by Newsweek. From digital options, touchless transactions, and increased nonprofit contributions to help our neighbors, we're here for you. Our bankers approved more than 9,000 PPP loans to keep small businesses going during the pandemic. WaFd Bank is a local bank and portfolio lender with more than 200 branches in 8 states to serve you. 24/7 online and mobile banking with mobile check deposits, over 32,000 ATMs, free checking. WaFd Bank, your local bank for personal and business banking at wafedbank.com or 800-324-9375.
All right, the coaches are flipping the coin to see who gets to choose what they want to do first. You know, if you win the coin, you want to go second, so you'll know what your offense has to do, having seen what the other team did. Not scored, got a field goal, got a touchdown, whatever it is. Missed an extra point, whatever it is. You want to see what they do, so you know what you've got to do. So if Coach Q wins this toss, he will pick to go second. The other team would pick which direction to go, either against the wind or with the wind. And we'll do an inning that way with both teams going in that direction. There's still time of going inning the other way with the other team going first. We have played 10 overtime games. We are 6-4. We have won the last 4 in a row. Last overtime loss to Cy Ridge, 2009. We were talking about that game recently. 39-36 at New Bible, our first year in that. We've won 4 straight since.
Missed field goal.
Our last one, 41-35 win at San Angelo Central. We were just talking about. Here's the referee.
Cedar Park has won the toss.
Yes.
He likes to go on defense first.
Yes. That's what we thought. They're choosing to put the wind at their back because we got the first choice when we go on defense. So we've won 4 in a row. 41-35 at San Angelo Central. We were just talking about a minute ago in 2019. The year before, a 10-7 win at Gupton against LBJ, first round of the playoffs. We intercepted the Jags in the end zone. They went first, and then we kicked the field goal to win 10-7. Then a 24-17 win at Leander in 2013, one overtime. We were district champion. We went first, scored a 7, and then intercepted the Lions. Prior to that, 29-28 win at Vandegrift in 2011 and one overtime. We went second. They scored 7, we scored 8. So a 6-4 record, but have started out 2-4 in overtimes, have now won the last 4 in a row, dating back to a loss in 2009.
Oh no!
So
First
here
and 10.
they come.
They're going Rodriguez formation.
No,
They're
of
in
course,
range.
that's what I'd do. I'd run him on every play. And they're running him left. He runs into a crowd. He's not going to get much. A yard at the most. They're saying no gain. They're marking it still at the 25.
Great job swarming to the football. I mean, you fooled me once on that first possession and that big 41-yard touchdown run. It ain't going to happen again, I can tell you that much. And great job again by the backup, number 32. Again, that's Charlie Glenn. Did a great job of just being a heat-seeking missile.
You know, it happened once, and the opportunity's there. Those are high snaps when they come to him.
Yeah. This time it's Medina. Throws out into the flat, complete. The 20, 15, 10, 5, all too easy. Maybe they'll call him down short at the 1 or inside the 1.
And they got Charlie Glenn. He had a great play last play, caught him sleeping right there. It was a man defense look for Cedar Park, and when they sent that running back in motion out of the backfield, Glenn hesitated for a second, and he was behind 3 to 4 steps by then. Took a bad angle. A great pickup by the running back.
It's weird looking at the scoreboard this late in a big game and seeing 0 on the clock.
Yeah.
They're at the 1. So we're going to know what we're going to have to do right away here.
Under center.
Don't see that very often. Medina under center. It's a sneak. Nope. We're going to give to the running back into the end zone easily to the right side. That was Ethan Ibarra's first carry of the game.
That was 3 quick plays quickly to a touchdown, and they're going to go for 1.
That's the smart play.
Definitely a smart play, but you can definitely get home. You've done it once tonight. Don't give up on these plays.
A block could be huge if we could score.
Rodriguez is the holder, and he's been fumbling some of those snaps.
Good observation. There's the snap. Looks good. Hold looks good. Kick is puny, but it goes through.
Laces were in.
So They take the lead 36-29. We'll keep it here.
Flag?
I didn't see one. I don't see one, but I'm not sure what's going on down there.
Got some stoppage of play. Holding.
It was a flag.
There was a flag on the point. This could be interesting. It's going to push it way back.
It's not 5 yards. That's a 10 yard.
So as weak as that kick was, it might not make it from 10 yards back.
He's banged one in from 47 yards.
If that's the same guy, though. It just almost doesn't look like it is.
It's number 23.
How could he have possibly hit that 47 yard against the wind and barely get an extra point with the wind?
Laces in.
So here we go. Extra point from 30 yards out. Snap, hold, kick on its way. This is a better looking kick and it's good. So yeah, still 36-29 and we'll keep it here.
Well, that's the beauty of being on defense first. You got to know what you got to get. And so now Cedar Park's offense, there is no option. You've got to get into the end zone. And Cedar Park, I mean, they've done a great job of making big plays happen. I feel like the play calling's been there. The boys have been executing. -5 drops for touchdowns.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh.
That's the story of this game is those 5 plays.
It could have already been almost home.
Yeah, we'll be driving home right now. Planning for next week's action. So, Cedar Park now going the same direction with the wind at their back, southbound, right to left. They elect to put it on the right hash mark. Get the old binos in position. Nichols, the H-back, behind the left tackle. Adams in the backfield to the right of Pell. Turn and they give it to him. Adams into the right side of the line. Still pushing people forward. Kevin keeping a hold of the ball. Still running. They'll never talk him. They'll never.
Yeah.
He gets 4 to the 21, but you're right. They should have blown that dead a long time before that.
Kevin's trying to talk to the ref like, man, come on, you got to help me out. But still a strong run. Should have been only good for about a yard, but Kevin Adams, man, he is just running so inspiring tonight. Back to the line, Josh Pell giving it to Kevin Adams right up the middle again.
Push Kevin.
In between the tackles.
See what they're trying to do. Need a little more yardage than this each play, though. They're only down at about the 17, maybe it's the 18. 3rd and 3, need the 15.
I'm not calling a play to get 3 yards right here. You need to be thinking 10 yards of pop, 10 yards of play. Don't get complacent. Free play.
They're going to throw to the end zone, right side on the jump, and it's a good thing it's a free play because they picked it off.
And that's going to be enough for the first. Yeah, it's enough.
That's enough for the first down. It was 3rd and a long 3.
Very fortuitous.
Very fortuitous.
That was a great job by Josh Pell, but then again, we had senior captain Cole Valiente go down in that Pflugerville game as our starting center, and Isaac Barksdale has really stepped into this role and filled it really well. I mean, he's got a great football mind, has that chemistry with Pell, and knows his awareness on when to snap.
So first down, Cedar Park at about the 13. Pell running left side. Trying to get to the corner, can't get there. He's going to go for no gain, basically, out of bounds at the 13.
Yeah, it was a nice hit that Pell laid on the defender right there, but there's no need to get up and jaw. You got no yards. It was only for no gain, and I mean,
game's on the line.
Got to get positive yards.
Second down and 10.
I like the one-on-one with Weapon X.
Yeah. Look right side. He's looking left. Throw.
Yes!
Touchdown! Left side, and it was Weapon X. Right at the 1, spins after the catch into the end zone, and here comes the all-important point. Or will we fake it and go for 2?
That was so Brady-esque on that throw. He saw that it was man on the outside, and Cody Marshall was kind of step for step with his DB on him. He threw that back shoulder so only Cody Marshall could adjust and go get that right on the pylon. I mean, that's definitely one for the highlight reel.
I think this may be the first time in Pell's career that 2 consecutive passes went for touchdowns. Raylan Barr to try to tie this one at overtime.
False start.
Sure was. And there's the flag. We're going to have to kick a long one, too. At least he gets a practice kick. 30 first downs for Cedar Park tonight. I don't know how many times we've been in the 30s.
Control what you can control, man. And this whole field goal formation that we've done all year, everybody starts with like their elbows on their knees, and then there's a cadence call to where everybody motions to put their hand. I just don't like that. It's an extra opportunity of more motion. So now the hold's going to be coming from Cody Marshall at the 15-yard line to be a 25-yarder from the senior, and this is the game. He needs to tie it.
25 yards out, right in the middle of the hash mark. Snap's good. Hold looks good. Kicks on its way. It looks good, and it is.
So close to being blocked.
I thought it was tipped.
36. Let's take a short break, Cecil. We'll be back in a minute.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no
Okay, back out. Cedar Park now will go first in overtime number 2. They've all elected to still go with the wind at their back. 25-yard line left hash this time. Pell with the snap. Gives to Adams. Adams goes left side. Man, it takes a lot of people to tackle that guy. He gets 4 to the 21.
Yeah, every single time he's having 4 to 5 guys wrap him up. And Kevin Adams, unfortunately, his senior year has had a little bit of an issue covering up the rock. So far tonight, he's done a great job. 2 hands on that football.
Double knock on wood on that.
Oh, Cody Marshall, please give it to him right now.
2nd and 6. Bell again to no, he's going to throw. He's over there. He's not seeing him. Pell's going to run 15. Knocked out of bounds at about the 13. He had a guy wide open at the 1-yard line on the other side of the field and never looked that way. Let's call that a 6th touchdown pass that we missed out on.
And, I mean, for how many times he's put it on a rope tonight, Cody Marshall was wide open on the play fake. He had his man on his back hip. He puts it on a rope in front. That's a cakewalk.
8 yards on the gain for Pell and a first down, our 31st. Close to a record for that category. Pell to Adams. Adams running right side. 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Kevin Adams from 13 yards out gives Cedar Park the lead in the second overtime.
That's quick, baby. That's quick. Cedar Park staying on the field for 2. Whew, that gives you goosebumps saying that.
Wow, it sure does.
And they call a timeout. God, I saved that for the defense.
Let's keep it here with them.
A great job, though, and it was because of how well Pell has been playing with the play action. He did a great job after giving the ball, faking a quick throw over to Cody Marshall. That held a couple of those linebackers up for just a second.
It made me still look at Pell.
Yeah, the Doughboys did a great job blocking on that right side of the line, though. It looked like Kevin Adams had a ton of real estate to run, and when he saw it, you saw the boosters come on, too.
Josh, I think this is the first overtime game that you and I have gotten to work. You and Cecil worked that LBJ game. Cecil and I worked the San Angelo game, and it's been several years for the next one back.
And for a game that started where we were at halftime by 8 o'clock, I thought we were going to be in for a quick night.
We shouldn't have said anything.
I know.
Instead, 72 points have been scored. This game was a low-scoring game at halftime, only 14-7.
Oh, my goodness. This is what legends are made of, Brad.
Sure is. Timberwolves look to be going
Give me
for
that
2.
quick slant to Weapon X up top.
Some sort of rolling pass option is what I'd rather see. And they've blown it dead.
They called a timeout.
It was Tyree just going to give right up the middle. I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's not enough.
We don't have the traditional O-line strength to run a existential play, whether you live or die, into the line.
Yeah. And again, I mean, that touchdown run that Kevin just had, it was to the outside. If we can get him outside and in space, he has the ability to make not 1, not 2, but all of them miss.
So both teams huddled, trying to talk this one over. I don't think we're at the point where you got to go for two. We're forced to go for two yet. I think that's in the third.
No, I think this is just the road
this
team.
This is just them gambling, yeah.
I mean, it's quite the gamble, but you've already scored a touchdown to secure, so now you're hyping up your Black Rain on the other side right now.
And you don't necessarily lose by not making it here when you're going first in the period.
Right.
Because if your defense can come up with a stop, you can still got to win whether or not you make this. But can the defense come up with a stop? They have generally not been stopping them after halftime. Pell takes the snap. He's running, throws into the end zone, has a man.
Oh, he dropped it!
The ball!
Big Murr. Oh, wait, no, that wasn't. That was Brendan Payne.
Brendan Payne. So there's a 7th scoring pass that we've left on the field.
And that was a great job by the Jags. They just bull rushed Pell and forced him to retreat 5-10 yards quickly. And he threw that off his back foot. How he located an open receiver is beyond me. And Brendan Payne, a starting defensive end, not normally out there catching passes, and it's just...
Of the 7 scoring passes we've left on the field, a couple of them have been bad throws, and a couple of them have been catches that just weren't made. That one was a catch that should have been made.
Short memory there, Mr. Payne. Getting up to the quarterback here.
Yeah,
Here we go.
Yeah, you can redeem yourself.
Now they're going right to left from 25 yards out.
Ball!
Back to the ball. Yeah! With the victory! Woo! I just said it doesn't matter if you don't make it. If the defense comes up with a stop, they took the ball away on the first play of the next overtime. Johnson's season is dead. It was a great one. The Timberwolves live and guarantee a non-losing season. Woo! Thanks be unto God. We'll be back in a minute after this break. Cedar Park football on the Vype Network.
Hey high schoolers, are you interested in a career in sports media? Vype can help. Launched in 2017, our Vype U Ambassador Program is a one-of-a-kind educational scholarship program that offers high school students a chance to gain hands-on experience in the sports media field. Vype U also gives students a platform to build their portfolio of creative work under the guidance of Vype's seasoned professionals. From covering games to publishing photos, writing articles, and conducting on-camera interviews, each Vype U ambassador receives an immersive experience geared toward their interests while promoting their own school and preparing them for their future. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out more about Vype U today.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. Big school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Texas.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
A premier real estate brokerage in Central Texas, Mungia Real Estate's innovative buy-sell process results in their listings selling faster than the Austin average. Their attention to clients sets Mungia apart from other brokerages, with creative marketing strategies, savvy negotiation skills, and a commitment to hard work and excellent customer service. Whether it's residential, single-family, multifamily, condos, commercial, or vacant land, Mungia Real Estate knows the Austin market and connects buyers with sellers every day. And they do it with professionalism. Mungia Real Estate at 512-922-4267 or mungiarealestate.com. That's MUNGIA.
All right, welcome back to the Park Football Postgame Show, Vype Live Network. Brad Jones here with Josh Willard and Cecil Kokenauer. Garrigan, if he's still with us, our QA. Cedar Park wins in overtime. Oh, man, I didn't even put the right one up here. Let me get the score in there. There it is. 42-36. 78 points in a game that was 14-7 at halftime. Here are the final numbers. First downs, 32-16. Final, Angleton 34, Friendswood 18. We'll play the Angleton Wildcats next weekend. No idea when or where or what time. We'll be bringing it to you, though. 32 first downs to 16. We doubled them in first downs, guys. They had one more carry than we had, but less yardage, 44 for 257, a 5.84 average. We had 43 for 270, a 6.28 average. Oh, I like those running numbers. Those are nice for Cedar Park. Through the air, Josh, 28 for 47. We ran 90 plays with the help of overtime. 3 picks for the second week in a row is not good, but 299 yards and I believe 4 touchdowns, a 59.57 completion percentage, 6.36 yards per attempt. Johnson went 16 for 28, 1 pick, 201 yards, 57% completion percentage, 7.18 yards per attempt. Total offense, Cedar Park, 569, 1,100 yards of offense in the last 2 games. Johnson, 458, score by quarters, nothing in the first. 14-7 Timberwolves in the second, 12-7 Johnson in the third, 10-8 Johnson in the fourth, 7-7 in the first overtime, 6-0 Cedar Park in the second to get to our final of 42-36. We look at their numbers. Jesse Medina, true to his word, was nearly their whole offense. He was 139 of their 257 rushing yards. 78 yards were not his. He had all the passing yards at 201. So out of 458 total yards, 380 of them were his.
That's more than 79%, Brad.
More than 79%, I think. Rich Kelly, leading receiver, 7 for 43. No, actually 13 leading your receiver in yards. Only 2 catches for Kaysen Winter, but 91 yards and a 76-yard touchdown. There were 4 rushing touchdowns, 1 by Kelly, 2 by Aiden Rodriguez, and 1 by Ethan Ibarro. Medina had the 76-yard scoring strike, and that was his only one. We look at Cedar Park's numbers. Kevin Adams, a nice night by the end of it. 16 for 88 and a touchdown. Game-winning touchdown. Josh Pell, 15 for 89. Tyree Nicholson, 9 for 81 and 11-yard touchdown. Oh, man, 3 guys with 81, 88, and 89 yards rushing.
That's amazing.
Do that every week with a state champ.
Three-headed beast right there.
Pell, all the throws, 28 for 47, 3 picks, 299 yards. Touchdown passes of 11 yards to Kevin Adams, 42 yards to Cody Marshall, 23 yards to Cody Marshall, and 13 yards to Cody Marshall.
That's
Marshall with 3 touchdown catches out of his 12 catches for 182 yards. Far and away the leading receiver. Next was Nichols with 7 for 53. Adams had 4 for 32 and a touch. Molinaro 1 for 11. Carterwell 1 for 6. Edwards 3 for 15, and those are your numbers.
I mean, unbelievable numbers. I wanted to get Pell's rushing stats again. 15 carries, 89 yards.
5.9 average.
It just adds another wrinkle into the offense.
Plus, I think he had a scoring run on a 2-point run.
Yes, he did. He had the clutch one to tie it all up. So just unbelievable performance from all the guys, a gritty performance. And Brendan Payne, I know he was killing himself over dropping that 2-point conversion, but that's what football is about. You have to play the next play. It's a team game. You can't bear a mistake solely on you, and there's a game full of mistakes, and it's a game of inches. But that's what I love, because then the defense gets the forced fumble there at the end because of how fast they fired off that football, and they were in Medina's face in a hurry. But I was just quickly looking at their roster. Medina's a junior. Their running back's a sophomore. This is a team.
They're going to be good.
They're going to be good.
Yeah. Cecil, any last words for
Oh, man, this is a fun one. That definitely stands up there with the San Angelo game. It definitely stands up there with the Georgetown game. Just add this one to the list, man. We found a way to win tonight. That's what I'm loving about this evening. We found a way to win over the past couple weeks. You know, we kind of found some ways to lose past couple weeks, and tonight we reversed that. Man, I'm ecstatic. This was a wonderfully fun game tonight, and why we do what we do.
And it was, I mean, just
no doubt about it.
Hospitable as well as from the Jags. You know, workers.
I feel for
fans.
them. We've had like 9-1 seasons that ended abruptly like that too. We know what they're going through.
And so it was a great performance. Cedar Park traveled well. Let's get back to the film room. We got another gold ball to get.
All right, so the Cedar Park Timberwolves get history back on the right track with a 42-36 double overtime win over Buda Johnson tonight, their 12th consecutive opening round playoff win. They guarantee now that a losing season will not happen. Going to 6-5, Johnson ends their best season ever. It's a short ever, only their third year at 9-2. This is the 208th all-time win for Cedar Park in 23 seasons of varsity football against just 76 losses, and since 2010, Timberwolves football now 138-25 overall. Next up for the Timberwolves, the second round against Angleton, a traditionally strong football program. We will bring it to you live next weekend. This live broadcast of Cedar Park Timberwolves football on the Vype Live Network was brought to you by Toyota of Cedar Park, HEB, Rudy's Barbecue, Mungia Real Estate, Alzer's Barbecue, our touchdown sponsor, TJ Lewis Real Estate, Army Ant Moving, Wofford Bank, and Santa Catarina Mexican Restaurant. Remember Timberwolf Night in America, Tuesday night. Josh and I will have the state champion women's basketball team on, 7:30 p.m. Central Time, right here on the Vype Live Network, live from Santa Catarina. For Vype Live, Media Director of Operations Merle Bertrand, Communications Director Christina Weber, Technical Support Officer Suna Venkat, our voiceover artist Roland Ruiz, all the good folks up at the Vype Network and Flow Sports TV, our QA tonight, Daniel Garrigan, and my longtime broadcast partners Cecil Kokenauer and Josh Willard, is Brad Cohn, signing off for Flow Sports TV and the Vype Live Network.